just got back from Transformers 2 by Michael Bay. I'm convinced that this movie is the earthly embodiment of hell and Michael Bay is the fucking devil. That's the only explanation I can come up with for what I've just... I don't even want to say seen, because it wasn't like I just saw it with my eyes. I felt it with my entire being. I was violated by this movie. It was terrible. It was boring. It was everything wrong with movies today. I don't even want to... That's an understatement. It's not just everything wrong with movies today. It's everything wrong with this world and this reality and everyone in it. And every time that the theater around me erupted into laughter over some stupid canned joke that we've all seen 1,000 times before, I crossed my fingers and just prayed for the death of my species.
I haven't seen anything this bad since Indy 4 when he was raped. I actually was trying to psych myself no matter how bad people told me this movie was going to be. I was like Optimus Prime, hearing his voice. I haven't seen this stuff since I was a kid. I didn't even see Transformers. So I'm going to go in and see this movie. And then at the very opening parts of it, where the movie hasn't even begun, they start tinkering with it. And these side effects. And
like superimposed over like the DreamWorks intro is like this transformery warble, like the fishing line goes down in the water, but instead of making the fishing line noise, it's like... Yeah, I mean, this movie steals from everything. It steals from 2001, it steals from The Matrix, it steals from Lord of the Rings, it steals from Indiana Jones.
I thought this was Last Crusade. They actually went to the same place in Jordan, you know, and it was like, oh, man, you chose, poorly.
You know, one thing I notice about this movie is it's always loud. Even if nothing is going on, this movie is loud. Like, if there's two people standing around talking, there's something going on. There's some kind of loud, obnoxious music playing. And there's two kinds of music in this movie. And it's either generic, like, semi-patriotic, action-y music that is totally unmemorable, and you know you're not gonna walk out of the theater humming any of these tunes. It doesn't have an iconic theme like Terminator or Jurassic Park or something like that. It's just dun 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 dun. Or they have this shitty Dawson's Creek music that plays whenever it's supposed to be a family scene, and you're supposed to be like, oh, this is an emotional moment. It's one of the moments where the movie kind of simmers down and we get to take a look at the characters. And then you have terrible dialogue, and under the dialogue is this Dawson's Creek music, like, you almost expect to hear that song, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do, because it's that bad.
And then there's the whole part of ripping off Smallville, and where Clark, he sings cymbals. And then there's music with Clark. It's the same, you know, Dawson's Creek type bullshit. I mean, it was so bad. TJ, in the movie theater, wrote down some notes. And he wrote down, this is like a retarded 12-year-old boys made a movie on a sugar binge.
It was. It was nothing but loud noises and bright colors.
Racial stereotypes, long legs of chicks, women are all, you know, down.
Every woman in that movie either is like gorgeous and objectified and has no personality outside of being a sex object, or she's like a nag. I felt like I was watching like some kind of 1940s movie. You know, I almost expected Shia LaBeouf to fucking smack the bitch on the ass and be like, hey, go get me a sandwich and a cold beer, dame. And then, like, so much of the dialogue was cringeworthy. We actually wrote down...
In the meat locker, now!
They didn't say in, it just said meat locker, now!
Tighten that sphincter!
He looks at him like real intense, like, tighten up that sphincter, boy! It wasn't even offensive to make a point. It was just offensive because it was actually that stupid. Like, you know this movie actually views black people as, like, ignorant, like, oh, man, let's go get us a cheeseburger.
I can't read nothing. Why do I want to see John Turturro's ass? I'm sorry. If I was a 5 or 6 year old kid, I would be scarred. I don't want to see that man's ass.
Why? Yeah. You're watching the movie, and it's terrible, but at least you're not seeing a fucking John Turturro's ass, and then all of a sudden, like without warning, like without any sort of preface, without any sort of indication that you're about to see his ass, all of a sudden his ass is on screen, and you're like, what? Ah, why?
It was as if you're watching some really bad sitcom, and then of course you know that there's going to be a laugh, and even in the theater at times there's no laugh. People are just kind of sitting there going like, when is this shit going to end?
Why would the Decepticons are looking for this shard of the Allspark? Why would the Autobots leave that in the custody of the humans?
Whole Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, but why would they leave it in the custody of the humans when they know, like, they send like 2 little tiny Decepticons to steal this thing? They didn't even send any of the big Decepticons, they just sent like 2 little ones to go grab it real quick. Because the humans can't stop them, why would the Autobots give it to them? And the same thing with Megatron. They leave Megatron, their most powerful enemy, guarded by humans in weak-ass human ships, when they know for a fact that humans cannot fight the Decepticons because our weapons are inferior.
You know, spoiler. Who cares? You deserve to hear this discussion.
What's there to spoil?
Oh yeah, there's nothing. It's just you just go to this most guarded place, security on Earth by the United States, and just walk up to the air duct and go right in. That's it. It's an air duct. It's underground. We can get in. So smart.
I love all these movies. If that's a fucking movie cliche. Every time there's some top secret place, you can always get into a fucking air duct. Like, no one thinks to guard the air duct. You know what the only good scene in that movie was? And it wasn't even intentionally good. Was when the helicopter was flying in Optimus Prime's dead body.
Dead body, yeah.
After Optimus Prime's oh-so-dramatic death.
Oh, Optimus. We all care for Optimus. And it's like, then you drop his body. And people in the whole theater started laughing.
Yeah, they just dropped him like a turd. It's like, here's Optimus Prime. You think they're going to, like, lower him all like, but instead just like, boom, plump. You expected to hear a flushing noise afterwards, like Optimus Prime is dead.
I mean, I couldn't stand how bad the science was in Star Trek. But then I forgive the film Star Trek. It's fun to go watch it.
Yeah.
It's actually enjoyable, and to see these little things and dialogue and just all kinds of stuff. It's nostalgic as well. Seeing Transformers, no. They're going to blow up the sun? What the fuck?
The Decepticons are going to blow up the sun. That will destroy the Earth. There is no way that won't destroy the Earth. They have this Decepticon that is sucking, like, cars and stuff into its mouth. Like, these 2 guys are hiding behind
They're running from it.
Yeah.
Well, cars are being moved, and the dirt under them is being moved, and everything else, but they're running from it.
Yeah, trucks,
big stone
cars, stones.
From Egypt and everything. There are these so many tons, and they're just going by, and these guys are, like, running.
These 2, like, 100-pound humans are like, eh!
John Turturro. And then they have this whole thing of this tomb of the, it's supposed to protect everything, this tomb of the, what do you call it, the primes.
Yeah.
The tomb of the primes. So he's carrying around this shard or something that resurrects anything from Megatron, from Cybertron. And so he could have just resurrected all the primes right there. Michael Bay's going like, nah, we're going to save just one for Optimus. Who cares? They're dead. Oh, and another thing. I got something that's really stupid. They go to the pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, this great sun, the sun destroyer, is the pyramid. And it's just buried under a few blocks.
They suck up the bricks of the pyramid and right under there.
Knock a few blocks off, and there's the machine and all this technology.
It's like this big sun-destroying machine just under the pyramid.
Wow.
Remember when they find the primes, too? They go in the Indy Palace thing?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's the end of the line. And then, like, they destroy the wall. Like, who wouldn't have thought to do that?
Wow.
Like, oh, it's behind the wall. Go figure. Here's the thing. Remember Megan Fox's inability to either get dirty or to have her makeup smeared?
He's holding her at the end of the movie, and he's covered in blood and dirt, and everyone else is. She's completely clean. And he's holding her and everything.
Everyone is covered in dirt. Shia LaBeouf is covered in dirt.
They're going through explosions, and everyone else is dirty in the explosion except her.
She's pristine. She got a little bit of dirt on her clothes, but her skin is clean.
All her
makeup is untouched. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm convinced you could just beat this bitch with a shovel to death, and her corpse would be clean. You could come back an hour later, it would still be warm to the touch.
Right. This is the great thing we found out about Transformers. They actually have a lot in common with some human beings on Earth called professional wrestlers.
Yeah, because every time a Transformer hits another Transformer, or does like a headlock or something like that, or tears one apart, it's always like, why are the Transformers retarded? Remember that one scene? And it was like, you could blink and miss this. They had like a female Transformer for like 1 second on screen. She comes and she's like, we gotta get you to Optimus. And then she's blown up like that. Like the one female Transformer, like, we gotta get you to Optimus. Boom, dead. Do you remember the gratuitous scenes of Megan Fox's tits bouncing?
Oh, they were bouncing. They did it in slow motion. It's like...
And, like, I wouldn't even bitch about that normally, but in this movie, like, especially in, like, a scene that they're trying to make dramatic, like, she's running to her dead boyfriend, and still it's like,
we were loud. We didn't give a fuck. We didn't care. We were like, this is stupid. I was making loud noises throughout the movie. I was an obnoxious asshole, okay? And so I get out of the movie theater, and people come up to me and like, hey, were you the guy with the light and the cell phone? Yeah, it's a pretty cool phone, man. That was interesting. We were watching y'all the whole time. That was cool. Yeah. We were more interesting than the movie.
People were looking at us with our cell phone so that we had light to write on this page, and they were more interested in that than they were with the fucking abomination that was going on screen. People were actually more compelled by us than the movie. Like, people came to us after the movie and said, like, you guys were great. What kind of phone is that? That's awesome.
There's this scene where they're talking about, you know, they go in and it's basically rips off the beginning of Lord of the Rings, and they just rip it off. And back when the Primes battled and the Fallen won, and he was taken over, and we got to get rid of him, and it was like ripped off of the whole entire Lord of the Rings, the beginning where they go over that scene.
The Fallen even looked like Sauron.
But anyway, and then this Fallen one, he's on the pyramid, and then all of a sudden he starts levitating stuff, and he starts doing this. He's like, rule, the wizard transformer, and I'm like, okay, this is stupid.
It was so long. It never ended. And you couldn't even tell what was going on half the time. Boom, 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 shit exploding for no reason. Shia LaBeouf is running towards Optimus Prime, but in the last moment, he dies because he gets shot, and he's all bloody. And Megan Fox, in another scene that steals from The Matrix, actually, is like, I love you, you can't die. Remember the scene in the original Matrix where Trinity tells Neo that he can't die because the Oracle told her that she would fall in love with the One, and she's in love with him, therefore he must be the One, therefore he can't die? They ripped off that scene. And she's like, I love you so much. And then Shia LaBeouf goes to Robot Heaven. Robot Heaven. Let me say that again for you. Just because I know that some of you are not even comprehending the stupidity of this moment.
A human goes to Robot Heaven.
A human goes to a heaven for robots.
Where are the religious groups protesting this?
Shouldn't the Pope have issued a statement by now like, there is no robot heaven? Oh yeah, and then the Fallen, who's built up the whole movie to be like this badass. Like, Optimus Prime, like, kicks his ass in like 2 seconds. It's kind of like, oh, I am the Fallen.
Yeah. We fought for an hour to get up to this one battle, and he just goes up there and beats his ass. And Megatron, who's this, everyone knows, is like the baddest MFer of all time. Okay? They resurrect him, and he goes up to Starscream, and he's like, oh, I did good in leading you. And he's like, I'm the leader of even when I'm dead. And he beats him up, and then he goes to this guy, the Fallen. He's like, Master.
Yeah, what
Master,
sense
please, I do good for you. And then he's like trying to protect him, and he can't even like, Optimus is like, get out of here, Megatron. I don't have time to fight you right now. I have heroic things to do.
It was so funny. The two scenes were right after each other. There was a scene of Megatron strangling Starscream, be like, I am the leader even in death. And then in the very next scene, he's bowing before the Fallen like, Master.
Oh, Master. I mean, this movie was so utterly racist and sexist.
It even made fun of midgets. Remember that one?
Oh, and then, yeah.
They made fun of midgets at one point. Remember the scene where Optimus Prime dies, and then for 20 minutes they give us, like, this just, like, pointless scene after pointless scene, and then all of a sudden they do this scene where, like, Shia LaBeouf is talking about, like, Optimus Prime's death. And it's like, that was 20 minutes ago,
no one cared. No one gave a damn. It's like, everyone, I looked around in the theater and people were like, whatever now. Like, the whole movie, like, did they mess up the editing? This was a worse, not even King Kong under Peter Jackson, who seems to have been wasted doing that movie and probably eating too many pizzas with George Lucas. Could have done a worse film than this.
Like, I think the movie was actually shown out of sequence. I don't consider Michael Bay a filmmaker. I think he's just an abomination. I think he makes a product for idiots who, glut themselves on, and that's it.
You know what? When I watched the cartoon years ago, and I've seen those, they were interesting. They were fun. Even though it was based off of this damn toy. But the toy was even interesting. I had him when I was a kid. I had Optimus Prime. It was fun. And I thought about that voice with this actor and everything. However, it had a story. It had a plot. It was fun. Okay? This was this is like a 2.5 hour bad commercial. That's what this was.
And you know what the worst part is? You know what the very biggest insult of the whole movie is? The special effects are not even that great. They're really not. It looks like a cartoon half the time.
When I was watching this film, I started thinking about Terminator 4, the latest one, what is Salvation or whatever. And I was thinking, maybe I underappreciated that film. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe it's on in this theater and we can walk out and go see it. What if we walked out and, maybe there's another movie. There's something in this theater. I mean, why do people get on YouTube and do things? Because movies like this suck, and people don't want to go to movie theaters anymore and dish out $10 or $20 and more gas money to go see a pile of, if I want to see shit, I can go to the toilet. I don't have to go to the movie theater. Oh, here's another one. What about the Megan Fox and going to college? If you have Megan Fox as a girlfriend, okay? She's your girlfriend. She wants to be with you. And then you have Bumblebee, this Autobot car. Yeah. It's a Camaro.
A Camaro / giant robot. And you go to college and leave both of them behind.
And you're like, no, I don't need you. I don't need the sex. I don't need the cool car.
I don't need sex. I don't need a cool car. I don't need a giant robot. All I need to do is go to college and learn some astronomy. Yeah, that sounds likely.
Yeah, I'm going to do so. And you know what? And when I go, I'm going to bring my mom. And they're going to...
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about her. She was so awful. The mother was fucking terrible. Oh, she was awful. She was so annoying. Remember that scene? She was the worst actress ever.
My baby's shoes! I miss my baby!
He said,
my little baby booties! Oh, look at him! Oh, look at him! He's so cool!
Oh, and then she ate the pot brownies, and of course she acted crazy afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, I went to my son's college. I mean, what was this trying to
What was with all the weird humping jokes, too? There was like 3 or 4 scenes of things getting humped. They did like 2 dog humping scenes, and then there was a robot that was humping Megan Fox's leg. Like, what was Michael Bay? Michael Bay is like, well, let's have the dogs fuck. Let's have the robot fuck Megan Fox's leg. I mean, like, think about this. There was a guy who is paid to do special effects who actually CG'd this robot humping Megan Fox's leg. That was probably a couple $100,000 down the drain for that particular effect of a robot humping Megan Fox's leg. Do you have any idea how many starving children we could have fed with that money? Yeah. You know what this is like? I think, like the story of Job? I think Michael Bay is Job and Steven Spielberg is God and George Lucas is the devil, and this movie was made on a bet.
I agree.
This movie is terrible. Do not see it. Do not even look at it for a second. It will destroy your mind and rape your soul.
I'm going to close this.
Go ahead.
Peace, the fiddle sticks out.
Bye. Transformers! Michael Bay fucks you in the eye! Transformers! It's a brain cell genocide!
Why are you complaining? Like, it was not that bad.
Galen, this movie broke Galen. Galen is broken. He's a broken, shattered shell of the man he once was.
Just because I don't think this movie's a piece of shit is no longer.
You do think it's a piece of shit. You accept the shittiness. Now, like you've become a scat fetishist where you let a movie shit in your mouth.
I know a lot of other people who are like that, but I am not into shit movies. You're wrong. Like there's a difference between like taking shit and rubbing it all over you and laughing at it, okay? And enjoy like that's a toilet.
You were rubbing Transformer shit on your nipples. You were like, yes, Michael Bay, give it to me at the ass.
No, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this. First, let's start off.
Yeah, let's give some context here.
Yeah, let's get to the context. So, everyone and their mom and grandma and their dead grandma is they're taking them and digging them up from the cemeteries to go see this goddamn movie.
Let's wheel them in there.
Transformers, Dark Side of the Moon, right?
Transformers.
Dark Side of the Moon?
No, not Dark Side of the Moon. Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, why?
Dark of the Moon. For some reason. The only moon involved in this is Michael Bay's pale ass cheeks as he squeezes a turd into the collective mouths of humanity. That's the only fucking moon involved.
So, the real question here is, what side will you take? Right?
I guess.
Yes.
Well, okay, look, let's get even more context.
Okay. I'm
assuming everyone remembers our Transformers 2 review.
Yes.
Which we did. And it got hated on by the Transformers fans who fucking despise us.
Yes.
Who think, you just don't understand. You just don't understand Transformers.
But they do understand. Because this is, like all the critics are now saying, this is a good movie.
Well, not all of them, but yeah, some critics that hated the second one are like, this ain't bad. This is Michael Bay doing what he does best, having a good old time. Lots of explosions and people dying. It's good.
Okay. So we're going to the movie theater and we're getting in this stupid line. And I'm behind TJ, and Scotty goes through. He's with us too, TJ's brother, the great Scotty, and
the ticket guy, right? I show him the ticket because it's sold out, so everyone has to show their fucking ticket because it's like a $16.
And we're waiting for. We have to get the great big giant.
I even have the ticket here. I think I have the fucking ticket in my fucking phone case.
Yeah,
I think I have it. I had it the other day. There it is. Okay, so I have this. God damn it! I have this ticket, and at first I show him this, which is the wrong side of the ticket. My bad, oops. He's like, it's the wrong side. So I show him this. He's like, oh, now the ticket's upside down. I'm like, okay. So I take the ticket right side up and I put it like this close to his face. And I just hold it there. And he's like, that's really close, sir. I'm like, yeah, it is. Can you read it?
Yeah, it's really close.
Can you see it?
No, you got it upside down.
You know?
And he's really pissed off, this guy.
He got the last laugh, though, because I had to see Transformers, and he just got to stand out there. So lucky fucking him.
Yeah, and so I had to follow TJ trying to get into the fucking movie theater. After this, I thought this guy was going to explode, and TJ's like, I'm going into fucking movie.
Don't forget that I called him a douchebag as I walked away. I was like, douchebag!
Yeah, and he noticed that too. And then
I'm sure he did.
And then I had the audacity of trying to attempt to top you by putting it up like, hey, you see this one? What if I turn it around? You see it now? You see it now? You sure you see it? Like, I could flip it around again. What do you say, buddy? You like that? You like that now? And I was like, if I'm going to pay to watch this shit, actually I didn't pay, Scotty paid for me because I'm not, I don't even know why I would pay money for this shit. I can't do that. I have ethics. And
no one's that masochistic.
Yeah, well, Scotty is. But Scotty wanted to hurt me for some reason, and I willfully went along with it. And so, but anyway, it starts off with these fucking movie theater impliers who look like, hey, I work at the movies, and I can stop you from going into the movie you paid $16 for, or someone paid for you. At that point I was discombobulated, so we went into the fucking theater and saw all these people. And then, of course, I started having trouble immediately. I was like, goddamn previews are going to start. Fucking shit sucks. And I start complaining.
Galen, let me tell you about Galen in previews.
Oh, God.
Galen, when you're watching the previews of the movie, like, this is Galen every single preview. This is fucking stupid. This is fucking garbage. You believe this shit? He'll, like, look at people around him. Do you want to see this shit? What do you think? And he'll be asking me like, TJ, ask the person next to you what he thinks of this shit. I'm like, I don't want to do that, Galen. I really don't. I really don't.
I even started saying like, man, this shit sucks. And I'm like, I saw this chick across the aisle, and I saw her legs. Like, I'm gonna look at that chick's body the whole time. Look at her. Hey, you. I'm looking at you, and I called to her, and I was like, I'm gonna look at your body, look at your legs and your breast. And I'm like, and then the girl's like, like what? And I'm like, and then Scotty's looking at me like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down.
And then finally, okay, well, let's not linger too much on before the movie, but there's a context.
Yeah, so we see the fucking previews and Harry fucking Potter.
He hates the Harry Potter movie, whatever. He hates everything that comes up. Every fucking trailer that comes up, no, fucking garbage,
fucking
shit,
suck.
bullshit,
They're garbage.
Sucks.
But do you disagree?
I disagree with the Harry Potter one, but anyway, the point is...
What the fuck? It's just fucking explosions.
It's not explosions.
Oh, how could you disagree?
They've got wands. It's different. The explosions are green because it's magic explosions. No, but check this out. Okay, the movie starts. Okay, the space race. The entire space race was not because of man's spirit of exploration.
No. And I'm interrupting TJ. No. Shut the fuck up. Listen. So this is how it went back. How it goes down. So we just got through seeing X-Men: Godwin's Law, where it's like, man, like it starts back in the 60s and there's the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, what is this, the year of historical revisionism? Every fucking movie is historical revisionism.
That we're going to start in the 60s. It's all tributes or something. No, they're just nothing.
Remember that horrible CG Kennedy they had at the beginning? That looked total bullshit. You're like, ugh. Even Forrest Gump had a better fake Kennedy than that.
Yeah, there are a lot of fake Kennedys, yeah.
I know, but like, it was horrible. And then the entire space race was not because of man's exploration.
Even the Simpsons mayor has a better fake Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mayor Quimby is a better fake Kennedy.
Yeah.
But you're sitting there like, it's not because we wanted to explore the cosmos. It's because we were investigating a fucking Autobot ship that crashed on the moon.
Okay, we have detectors out on the moon. How do you have detectors out on the moon?
And how would they distinguish it from a meteorite?
They're like, yep, the detectors on the moon have been alerted. The spaceship is down. We know where it is. We need to get a man down there to take pictures of it and look around and like poke at it. And they're like, okay, we'll do that over the next several years. And they go that and blah 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 and
somehow they know it's a ship. And the thing about this whole beginning sequence where all this stuff is happening is it's blasted through. Like it's literally like condensed in like a fucking a minute.
So, but there's actually a plot, and then they show him bouncing on the moon, just like in the preview. You just watch the fucking previous.
Michael Bay can't stand it. Michael Bay cannot stand telling a story.
But he still did it for an hour or two. Okay, so the first, the first 2 hours of the movie. Okay, we go through this whole plot, and then there's this government stuff, and then there's Sam Witwicky. This
Witwicky.
Shia LaBeouf.
The dumbest last name ever. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about okay.
And so they bring in John Malkovich.
Let's talk about the beginning.
We're revealing spoilers.
I know. We're gonna spoil this. Spoiler. You can't spoil it. It sucks. Okay, no. Let's start at the very beginning here. Okay, after this big opening scene with all the space race shit. We cut to Sam Witwicky, the fucking hero of the fucking Transformers movies for whatever ungodly fucking reason. And once again, this fucking miserable fucking asshole is whining and complaining about how awesome his life is. Okay, let's just do a fucking brief recap.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do this brief recap and I'm going to fucking pass the torch on to you. Okay? First movie. The kid... He comes from an upper middle class family. His parents are fucking buying him a car, and he's whining because it's not a cool car. Okay, fine. Okay, he's a kid. He's fucking angsty. What the fuck ever. Second movie, Megan fucking Fox is his girlfriend. He's got a fucking bitchin' ass Camaro that's also a giant robot. His parents are fucking paying to send him to an Ivy League school, and he's still whining like a little bitch. And in this movie, he's got a fucking another hot girlfriend. Who is fucking rich, who has a cushy-ass job, drives around in a $200,000 fucking sports car, and he's still fucking whining. He's still whining.
But you're wrong. He can't. But she can't act.
Well, she can't act. No.
Yeah, and you know what?
She got a nice ass.
Even Shia LaBeouf is going around for the advertising for this movie, and he's like, "Yeah, man, like I had a thing with Megan Fox." Like he's not talking about the movie. He's like, "I remember Megan Fox." It's like, I even was thinking like, man, I miss Megan Fox's acting skills. Like, they were pretty damn good. I want to see that shit.
That's true. This bitch, Carly Huntington?
Well, no, Rosie something.
No, Carly's the name of the... Well, let's just call...
let's just call her what she is. A stick with little tits.
Right, stick with tits. We're going to call her that.
Yeah, because she is the epitome of how
she has no charisma. None.
Excuse me.
Zero.
Please do not interrupt a fine human being like me when I speak. Now, because Michael Bay is expressing his consciousness of his worldview. And I went back and I looked at everything. And I was thinking, when I got out of the car, when they had their car in my house. And so I go up and I was like, this is just like reeks of a TV show. Miami Vice. There's the cars. Everyone's going around like they're Sonny and Crockett. And I'm like, wait a minute. Michael Bay has to have had something to do with Miami Vice. And I'm like, I'm going to investigate this. Yes, I am a smart person, unlike this guy. Anyway, and you know what? I get up on Internet Movie Database, and you know what? It's true. His first job was on Miami Vice.
Galen has this weird fucking thing where he'll say something completely off the wall, and it turns out to be right. After The Dark Knight came out, he's like, Talia al Ghul's gonna be all up in the next one. Yep. And of course, he's fucking right. Talia al Ghul gonna be all up in the next fucking Dark Knight movie, and then fucking Galen in the middle of fucking Transformers like, this is Miami Vice. This is something to do with Miami Vice that's going on here. I'm like, okay, that's retarded, but... And then later on, he's like, yeah, see, look. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck?
Yep, it is.
Fucking crazy fuck. You generate these fucking crazy ideas, and they turn out to be right.
So, getting back to Shia LaBeouf
I want to talk more about how bad of an actress this bitch is.
Oh, God, Rosie,
okay,
whatever.
Rosie... Fucking
she's a Victoria's Secret.
Rosie Cuntington.
What do you
whatever
expect? She's a Victoria's Secret
she's a model. She's just a model. She's not even an actress. Michael Bay's like, I'm just going to throw a model in. And of course, fucking little 12-year-old boys don't give a shit.
She's never acted before. Come on.
She was in a Victoria's Secret commercial. Damn you. Look, listen. This bitch cannot act. This bitch cannot fucking... You'll literally be sitting there like, man, I wish Megan Fox was in this. Not because you want to see her more than this bitch, but because... You miss the acting ability. You miss that she actually had like a semblance of a fucking fraction of a personality.
Who would you rather have in this, Sasha Grey or Megan Fox?
Sasha Grey.
Yeah, I thought so. So Sasha Grey, cheers to you. She sucks. TJ just keeps gonna...
I'd rather anybody. I'd rather fucking seen like fucking Judi Dench in this movie than this bitch.
Okay.
She can't act.
Okay, we're gonna tell Whiny LaBitch to be quiet for right now and stop bitching about... Yeah, Whiny LaBitch over here.
Don't steal my LaBitch thing. That's mine. I invented LaBitch.
I know you did.
I trademarked that. You owe me $1 for even saying that.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Okay, what were we...
Okay, so Sam, there's this plot thing, and then they introduce it to DC, and then Sam is off on his own. He doesn't have Bumblebee
he's trying
anymore.
To get a job. Yeah,
he's trying to get a job, and he's trying to impress people. And all the reason there are all these little stupid antics in Michael Bay comedy that you saw in Transformers.
And then out of fucking nowhere, for no reason, John Malkovich. Why? What are you doing? Why, John Malkovich? Why?
He's being John Malkovich.
Yeah, I don't know. What is he doing in this movie? Why is he here?
I don't know.
What the fuck is going on?
You know what? I don't think John Malkovich knew what he was doing in Transformers.
Did he just did they trick him? Did they put a fucking bag over his head, Guantanamo Bay style?
I think he just kind of walked into the set and he was like, hey, you want to do a scene or something? He's like, haha, yeah, sure, whatever. and he did. So that was pretty much how that
plays this he plays this upset. His character does nothing.
No,
he means nothing for
and then of course Sam is like, I gotta do shit with Autobots again. I miss being part of saving the world. And
fuck that guy. Fuck him. Look, you want to know why Sam is being such an emo bitch? Because his life isn't significant enough. He wants to do something.
He has to.
You saved the world fucking twice!
Wait a minute, he didn't. Optimus did.
How fucking...
Wait a minute, bro.
He helped. He fucking ran through the desert and all that shit. How significant do you need your life to fucking be?
You're wrong. Megan Fox saved the world twice.
Okay, fine. But he was there. He was there, and he fucking was an integral part of the fucking story and all that horse shit and blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? He's fucking there, and he...
Paranoid schizophrenic guy, please calm down.
Okay. I'm gonna shut up for a second. I'm just gonna
so it goes through with these antics where he's trying to find a job, and he's like, yeah, I'll tell you everything. I'm like a go-getter, man. I could do any job. and it's really retarded.
Oh, and the fucking
people
way.
are just like, in the audiences, people were like, it was silent. It was just fucking silent.
The way he boasted about himself was just like disgusting and unlikable. It's like, I saved the world twice, motherfucker. You gotta hire me because I saved your ass. Like, it's like...
And that's when John Malkovich was like, all right, man. It's like, yeah.
He was like, it'd be like if Superman was sitting around like hoping Brainiac would attack the city. Like, I hope Brainiac comes and kills some people so that I can be useful and Metropolis can kiss my ass again. He's like bragging about like, I got this medal from Obama. Look at my Obama medal.
Again, so we've already went through how this reminds us of fucking X-Men first class bullshit.
Smelly ass.
Yeah,
X-Men smelly ass.
So with this historical revisionism.
Third class.
And it's bad enough we had to see the remake of The Hangover, right? With that fucking Oriental, what's his name in the movie?
I don't know.
Whatever his name, like the naked Asian dude.
Naked Asian guy. He's in this too. He's a
and now
that's the same actor.
Yeah, and the same guy in Hangover, and then Hangover remade in Thailand
and
or
he's
whatever.
The same character.
Who's naked again and walking around. And now he's doing it when he's getting like naked in the bathroom with Sam, with Shia LaBeouf. And he's like, and then John Malkovich is like, what are y'all guys doing getting naked in the bathroom?
And it's just like, man, I see, that's interesting stuff. What?
And then like
he's like the worst, like he's like this Asian stereotype, and like that's when Galen turns to me like, this is how Michael Bay sees the world. This is all it is to him. It's like hot, like women are either like
they're sluts. No, they're
either fucking sluts,
hot
sluts, or fucking unbearable nags. That's the only type of female character.
Yeah, they're fucking nags. They're sluts, and of course the sluts can never get dirty, but the nags are all like ugly looking or whatever, and they're either hags or sluts. That's it. And then all these people, every person is a fucking stereotype.
And all the guys are either like these like effeminate pussies that you're supposed to be like, oh, gross. Or they're like these like big macho, like, yeah, I'll fucking do whatever.
Yeah.
I'll fucking kick some ass. I'm an American. You're like, and the fucking Autobots are like fighting for America. They're like going and fighting the war on terror, like getting out.
Yeah, they are. They're siding, even though they later complain in the film is like, we thought you shared our information with everyone in the world. You lied to us. And it's like, Optimus Prime is just like, oh. And Optimus Prime is also having emo fits in the movie. He's like actually angry. He gets like, I'm not going to transform. And it's like, why not? He's angry.
Yeah, like, I don't want to transform today. What? Well, Optimus Prime is being a little fucking...
There's the book too.
We have the book of Transformers.
Yeah, the book.
Written
by Peter David, this guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? In Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud, it's like, he's like, because comics are maligned so much. And you know what? This guy, Peter David, shows why they're maligned. Because it's like, stop all that comic book talk, Barney. It says in Understanding Comics. Well, you want to see where comic book talk went? It's right here.
Let me just spoil the ending of this movie for you.
No, we're going to get to that.
Let me just do it.
No, I want to read it. I want to read lines. Okay.
Read the end. Read the end. Just spoil it now. Just fucking spoil that piece of shit now.
Okay, and this is Sam.
Yeah.
You said You said it, Sam reminded her tiredly. Bumblebee was seated on the ground while Sam leaned against him. Carly was busy using some towels she'd found to try to clean Sam's dirty face as best she could. I said, what? You used the L word. Lesbian. That didn't count. That was under duress. You say crazy things under duress. You're not in your right mind. Endorphins get released.
Endorphins. That's like, yeah.
Endorphins. No. He put a finger to her lips. He silenced her and he tried to smile. Except it hurt. So he settled for a wince.
Brief aside about this.
No, wait.
About this thing. No one does this in real life. No one's like, ugh.
Except Cody Weber, Saturday Night Films, you should check out, and his girlfriend, and they do this shit. Yeah, they do.
But no one, like, this doesn't silence anyone. You can easily talk like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't mean anything.
And then he says,
keep going.
I love you. You're all I'm ever gonna need. And all of this blowing stuff up and war and everything.
Stuff up
and war
and everything.
I promise I'll make it up to you.
That's a description of the Michael Bay movie.
Listen. You promise? I promise. This is like out of Team America. And it's like, I'll have sex with you if you promise you'll never die. I promise I'll never die. Oh yeah.
But
let's fuck.
This should be the title of the movie. Blowing stuff up in war and everything. That should be the name of it.
Transformers, blowing stuff up in war and everything. That's basically it. And then it keeps going, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's just a pretty steep requirement. Be specific. Just how are you going to make it up to me? Like, wait, make it up to you like he did all this?
Like, how are you going to make it up to me?
And then it's like Bumblebee pops a gasket and slips on her ring, and it's like, oh!
Yeah!
And then Optimus Prime says, in any war, there are calms between the storms. There will be days when we lose faith, days when our allies turn against us. But the day will never come when we forsake this planet and its people. For I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to the universe. We are here. We are home. By the way, I'm just going to spoil the whole goddamn movie, even though we have a lot more to review, because after another 17 fucking hours of watching this movie, and I really mean it, after I got out of the theater and I was like trying to go to bed, I was like, I don't feel right. I feel like, and I really mean it, I felt like I was in a fucking, like I just got back either going to Malta or England, like I had gone from like New Orleans, Houston, London. It was like a fucking, like, jet lag. I was like, how long was that fucking movie? And TJ was like, man, the first 2 hours or whatever, and they do all this stuff with the space race, and then another 7 hours, and it really felt like, we're not exaggerating, it felt like this. And I've watched a 10-hour movie before. I watched the Human Condition trilogy. I'll watch very long movies, Lawrence of Arabia, Dr. Zhivago, so forth. I watch long movies, Gettysburg. I watch long movies. I love long movies. I read Crime and Punishment. All of these long fucking books that are this fucking thick, okay? This was fucking long. This was awful. It was, in a way, but wait a minute. But here's the thing, at the end of the fucking movie, and if you want to comment. So,
hold on, let me build to this a little bit.
Okay.
Let me build to this just a little bit. Let me just say this. Okay, alright, first of all, let me talk about my effects after the movie was over, too. Because Galen was just talking about his, after the movie, I was in a trance. I was stunned. I fucking took my glasses off and just crushed them in my hand and threw them on the ground.
Yeah, he did. He crushed them.
Just one hand.
Yeah, no, it was more like you were just standing there and we were waiting for you. I
somehow tore them apart with one hand.
One hand, he grabbed them and he crunched them, and he was like, he started making noises, and we just got out of his way. Like, there's a 6'7", 320-pound dude who's coming and he looks psychotic, you get the fuck out the way.
Yeah, and I literally was in a trance for the rest of the night. Like, I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Everything's bullshit. Everything's a lie. I felt like I was fucking robbed of my soul. I told Cody, when I walked in the door, Cody's like, want to shoot a video? I'm like, no, I'm dead. I'm dead inside. I have no soul. I can't shoot anything. Sorry.
No,
let me say about the ending.
No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna build. Fuck it. We're gonna make them wait.
Fine.
Because we have something very special.
Where were we chronologically in this horseshit? Okay.
So the space race, but I want to get
space race is over.
And so the military comes in. Wait a minute. The military,
CIA, the fucking bitch with the what's her name? The chick? I don't even remember.
Who cares? They're not actors in this film.
It's cunt bag, McBitchy pants. I don't know.
Yes, but so anyway, so the military comes in and they're like, blah, blah, and there's a lot of this dialogue and no one pays attention. No one is even really watching the movie. There's some stupid jokes and people laugh at it because that's what the brain dot audience does.
Remember that review we saw on the internet where the guy's like, it was a bunch of talking and then the fucking good stuff didn't come till the end. When all the explosions happen.
And I want to tell you, I agree with this guy, because I'm going to back this up. I want to explain. So, I was getting through the movie, and I kept bitching to TJ the whole time. Tell him what I was doing.
Galen, okay, this I said earlier this movie broke Galen. This was Galen's transformation.
I'm embarrassed.
Galen was a transformer in this movie, because he transformed to a cynical asshole, to just I
was Stan, and then I became Kyle.
No, you became the Joker. You turned into he just wants to watch the world burn, basically. Because he went from complaining and being like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, garbage, bullshit, horse shit, hate this shit. And then halfway through the movie, Galen just
Yeah, and so
he just like, this is fucking stupid! Like yelling in the theater, this is fucking dumb! This is so bad!
But it's over, man. It's over. You accept it. It's over.
It's over, man. It's over, Sam. It's over. It's over.
How many times did I say that?
At least 50.
Yeah, so I'm saying that through the movie. And then it finally gets to the point where in this fucking movie, somewhere in this book, they actually say that shit. It's like, it's over, Sam. I'm sorry, but it's over. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, he fucking said it. And I start yelling it out in the theater like, it's over! It's fucking over! And people are like looking at me like, what's so funny? Like, I don't get it. And I'm like, but it's fucking over! It's over! And at that point I started enjoying the movie and I found something that I could actually attach to in reach, hold, and grab. It's true, the movie throws out all plot structure like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it has something very beautiful that TJ doesn't appreciate. And this is where we disagree. The movie reaches back to Sergei Eisenstein. For anybody who knows films, you stupid fucking amazing atheist fans, fuck you. I just want to tell you, since you're all such ignorant fucks, you probably never heard of that or know anything about film. You probably don't know and you never will, but regardless, I'll try to enlighten you. He was a great director in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, a Russian director, and it's about visual storytelling. This is what Akira Kurosawa and all great directors do. They're not just presenting a fucking story, they're presenting visual storytelling. Michael Bay, unlike in the other movies that I've seen him do, he actually he had this visual storytelling going. He just needs a goddamn plot. If he actually understood what plots were, it would help. This might actually be a good movie. But he doesn't understand. But there was actual visual storytelling. If they would just eliminate, I actually agree with this moron that TJ's talking about, who just wants to see blowing up. But for the blowing up stuff, it's very interesting visuals.
I'll pay a couple compliments to Michael Bay here. People say Michael Bay has no talent. He has a lot of talent. It takes a lot of talent to make a movie of this kind of scope and grandeur. And one thing he did better in this movie than he did in any other movies is it wasn't all a bunch of jump cuts. This.
No, I disagree.
He actually took the time.
No.
Shut up. He actually took the time to show you things happening, like the motion of events, where you see the Transformer and he actually does something, and you can even almost kind of tell the Transformers apart in this one, whereas in the other one it's just like a blur of fucking like colors and shit. There was actually some coherence to the fucking action scenes here, but the problem is there's nothing there. He has no fucking substance. He
has visual storytelling.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. I'm fucking agreeing with you.
No, you hate this movie. Shut up.
I hate the fucking movie. I do. But here's the problem. It's visual storytelling minus the story. It's visual telling. That's all it is. It's like, here's a story about a robot that kills another robot. That's not a fucking story. There's no... He has this big hour fucking and a half block of fucking movie to fucking develop these characters in before his like 20 fucking million hour climax. But he doesn't do it. He spends all the time just fucking with all this useless prattle and all this like...
What do you mean? Is this useless prattle? Listen to this. Listen. Carly let out an alarmed shriek. Laserbeak was behind Sam on the fighter. He was mocked with bullet holes, and a sizable chunk of his body had been blown away. But he was still determined to inflict as much damage as he could. Like a berserk shark in the throes of a feeding frenzy. Locked in a life and death battle, Sam managed to angle himself around and grab Laserbeak's neck, twisting the robot around so that he could bring his blasters to the bear. Laserbeak fought back furiously. They tumbled toward the edge of the ship. Sam barely managed to stay.
It's brilliant.
It is.
It's brilliant.
It's truly
I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. It is brilliant. It is good storytelling.
Yeah, it really is.
The fucking shark frenzy. Hey, here's another thing. Before I fucking forget, the first Transformers movie. Human weapons are useless against the Transformers. The second Transformers movie, human weapons are fucking useless against the Transformers. In this movie, all of a sudden, machine guns fucking do something.
Even the Transformers are using them.
Yeah, like there's some like machine guns. All of a sudden, that fucks with them. That can fucking hurt them now. When did this happen? Oh, here's another fucking thing. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a there's a whole plot. I mean, oh god, it's so fucking difficult to explain because it's just so dumb. You don't even want to fucking bother. But okay, Sentinel Prime is on the ship that's on the moon that the fucking encourage the space race, and they fucking go and they find Sentinel Prime and they revive him. But it turns out that he made a deal with Megatron that they would use human beings as they would fucking ship Megatron to Earth, and they would use human beings as slave labor to rebuild their society.
Is this the Matrix you're talking about?
No, this is the fucking Transformers.
Oh, so this is not the Matrix.
No, it's not the Matrix. But listen to me. Listen, this makes no fucking sense. Okay, in the first movie, Megatron was found frozen in ice in 1897, and it was suggested that he'd been there a really long time. So were they gonna fucking enslave pre-industrial humanity to build their fucking society?
What was the population then? It was like
a billion, like a billion or 2 billion. It's a fraction, and they had no technical knowledge. They wouldn't even have understood what the fuck was going on.
Well, they spotted Tesla, and they thought, well, maybe it'll turn out.
No, but it probably was before 1897. It was probably like he'd probably been there for like 500 or 600 years or some shit.
Darwin, they heard about Darwin.
And the other thing is, why would they make this deal when Megatron went to Earth looking for the Allspark, which could have restored Cybertron completely?
Oh, okay.
It makes no sense to make this deal when the fucking Allspark exists. The Allspark fucking renders this whole fucking deal useless. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
Stop it.
It makes no fucking sense. So it doesn't make any sense. It makes no fucking sense.
Okay, you shut the fuck up.
It makes no fucking sense.
Okay, you're not so amazing.
The Allspark.
Be quiet.
It's the Allspark. The Allspark.
Okay. I'm gonna
Did you forget the Allspark?
So there's this Sentinel Prime character, and then of course he just is like, I made a deal with Megatron to bring everyone together, and then we have to enslave everyone, like what he's saying. But right before that, Optimus comes and he has like this Prime thing that makes him powerful, whatever it is that thing.
Yeah, it's like a shard. No, it's the matrix of
thing.
Leadership.
Right, which is the most powerful thing, and he offers it to Sentinel Prime. He's like, nah, you keep that shit.
Yeah, it made no fucking sense! He offered the Matrix of Leadership to Sentinel Prime, who is a traitor, but he doesn't know that at the time. He's like, here, have the Matrix of Leadership. Sentinel Prime's like, nah. If he was gonna betray him, why wouldn't he just fucking take it? Say, yeah, I'm the leader. By the way,
the whole movie would have been over.
Yeah, he could have been like, oh, okay, I'm the leader. Okay, we're siding with Megatron. But by the way, if fucking Sentinel Prime is the leader of the Autobots, or he was the leader of the Autobots, and fucking Megatron's the leader of the Decepticons, and those two came to a deal, then what the fuck is there still a war for? When the leaders agree, the followers fucking follow this. What the followers? Goddammit!
I got a point. So Optimus Prime says, I am not with this war anymore. I am siding with humans, an alien race. It's like, so we're gonna put the humans are more important now than all of these other races because Optimus Prime is a traitor to his own race. Let's just think about this for a minute. Yeah. So right, and that basically it.
Yeah. Sure.
So that's where it gets down to.
He's like Sam Worthington from Avatar.
Yeah, he's a traitor like that guy. Like fuck that dude. Yeah. Yeah, guy's a piece of shit. So anyway, as I said in the end of this movie, it comes down to this old as shit, and the action sequences are so fucking long at the end. No, wait. There was this guy. I'm sitting right here. TJ's here. Scotty's there, and there was this Asian guy was right over here.
Right next to me.
And this is the Asian guy. You know, if you reversed it, he would lay like this.
Yeah, he was sleeping.
No, he was snoring.
Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing about
the
the guy
was fucking snoring.
The funny thing about the guy is he would sit there and snore, and then he'd wake up and he'd look at the screen for like 10 minutes, and then he'd kind of like laugh to himself, like, this is stupid. And then he'd go back to sleep.
Yeah, there were other people sleeping as well. So it goes on, and there are buildings, and you don't even care anymore. It's like, I just kept laughing. I was like, look at that shit!
Chicago was destroyed at least 50 times.
Right. You
swear to God that some of the same buildings are being destroyed like 10 times.
Why are they even destroying buildings? I don't even understand. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay.
We need them for slave labor, but now we will kill them.
They want slaves. Like, we need humans as slaves. Kill them!
Yeah.
How's that strategy working? That's like if fucking back to the plantation owners, like, kill the slaves. Okay, now have them till the fields. They're dead! Dead people can't fucking do that shit. You cannot fucking kill humanity and then enslave them. It doesn't fucking... Okay.
So it keeps going, and there's all this bullshit, and it's like, I'm sorry, man. It's over. And then all of a sudden, the Autobots, no, we're going to get to that. And then the Autobots come back, and they're just like like killing all the Decepticons, even though they have the whole place surrounded. They're everywhere. After being nowhere, they're all of a sudden everywhere, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. And they're completely in Megatron and Sentinel Prime are together, and we're like, okay. Even though this goes on for like, it seems hours. I'm seriously, like fucking hours. And we're getting.
It has to be half the movie. It has to.
Yeah, it's over half the movie.
It has to be.
And then this one, like the end sequence, is like the whole goddamn movie. And then it's like that's where it comes. Like if you think about that line again, in any war there are calms between the storms. There will be days when we lose face, days when our allies turn against us. And I want to make a note of this here because this is the stupidest fucking thing in the movie. So at the very end of the movie, like Optimus gets his ass kicked, and he's like, "Wait, no, I got this."
Hold on. We have to divide this because this is too juicy for it to be like you do it or me do it. So what I propose is I'm gonna describe to them what happened, and then you tell them what's in the book, and then we both talk about.
Well, you're doing the book shit.
Okay.
You're doing the book shit. Right. I'm gonna tell them what happened.
That sounds good.
So, they get to this. You got it?
Sure,
okay.
I got it there.
Okay, so they come to. There's this big fight between Sentinel Prime and Megatron is like off somewhere, like sitting down by a building like a bum. I mean seriously, he's like.
He has a fucking
like, and then
he has like a cloth wrapped around him, like he's like sitting there all like
and the supermodel comes back to him and like they're fighting, and Optimus Prime is about to be killed. He's about his super enemy is about to be killed, who he's fought for years against, for centuries. and so what happens? So this model comes up to Megatron, who's for no reason just sitting there like, I just drank some Johnny Walker. What's up, bitch? And she's like, when Sentinel Prime beats Optimus Prime, he's going to take over and you will be a subordinate. He's like, nobody's subordinate, bitch. I tell you how it is, motherfucker. I'm Samuel L. Jackson on your ass!
Okay, wait a minute. I have something to add here. I have something brief to add here. This is like her tricking Megatron into doing what she wants would be like it's like akin to likening Megatron to like a stupid husband where the wife's like, I bet you can't do these dishes. And he's like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna wash all these motherfuckers. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Megatron is that fucking stupid?
So... do you want to do the book real quick, or you?
Go ahead and tell them what happens in the movie.
Okay, yeah. So what happens? So Optimus Prime is getting his body parts ripped off by fucking Sentinel. He's like, and played by Leonard Nimoy, by the way, the voice is, and very good voice acting in this movie. And so that's what's going on, and he's about to he's going to kill Optimus Prime, Sentinel Prime, like, you have lost, blah blah blah, and who even cares about the dialogue anyway? But. So that's what happens, and then Megatron is like, no! Don't kill Optimus! And then he saves Optimus's life. And so and then he blasts like Sentinel, and who's stunned for a moment. And so after saving his life, and he's like, there will be days when we lose face, days when our allies turn against us. And then, so, Megatron, notice this, Megatron is allied and says, well, like, fuck this guy. He's like, fuck it. And I'm going to save Optimus's life. And so what does Optimus do? He rips the guy who's saving his life. Like imagine if you were lying, you're getting killed, someone cut your fucking arm off, right? And you're like, oh no! And then you're about to kill, and you're like, your worst enemy comes and saves your life. Like, fuck this. I care about you. And then what do? I get up and like, I cut my enemies. The guy who saved my life. He kills Megatron. He kills him. And then he's bitching like, there will be days when, and he's like, when our
allies turn against
us. And then this is fucking Optimus. This guy is a traitor to his race, these robots or whatever, these artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And then he bitches, and then he goes up and he's like, Sentinel, you were wrong. And then Sentinel begs for mercy. He begs for mercy saying, hey, I only wanted my race, I wanted Cybertron to live. That's what I'm programmed to do. This is like my biology, it's basically saying. And Optimus is like, I don't give a fuck you. And he kills him.
Yeah.
It's like, he becomes a psychopath, and then it's like all righteous. And
to recap.
What?
To recap this. Megatron saves Optimus Prime, and then he says to fucking Optimus, like, let's have a truce. And Optimus is like, no, fuck that, rips his fucking head off.
Right.
And then, Sentinel Prime, Optimus' mentor, who was only trying to save the planet. Basically his father, really. His father figure is like lying there on the ground, like begging for his life, defenseless.
Like, I only wanted to save our race. We are dying. Don't you realize it?
And Optimus Prime's like, fuck you, die, bam! And he shoots him in the head too. Optimus Prime's a fucking dickhead. He's an asshole. Fuck him.
He's a race traitor too.
He sucks.
Yeah.
He fucking sucks. But listen to this. Listen to this. This is fucking juicy. Listen to how it fucking plays out in the book. I'm gonna read this to you. Because for once, this fucking faggot actually did a better job. Listen to this. Okay. I sue for peace, Optimus, he says finally. I will order all Decepticons to stand down. It's over. All this, he gestures around us, is over. Even endless war must end sometimes. Our world calls, and I will devote my existence and the existence of all Decepticons, not to attacking you or humans, but to returning to our home world. I have spent far too long destroying, and it has brought me nothing. Nothing.
Voice in a minute.
So I wish to try creating for a time, to see if it brings me something. And I am supposed to believe your words? I am supposed to accept this call for a truce after all the lies and deceits, after all the attempts to lay waste to the entire world? He stares at me for a time and says, honestly, Prime, it does not matter to me what you believe. You still hold the weapon of Sentinel Prime. Use it. Annihilate me. I no longer care what you do. All I ask is that whatever decision you make it quickly. I look at the blaster in my hands. How easy it would be to destroy him, to put an end to it once and for all. I glance toward the sky. Cybertron is gone. But as loath as I am to admit it, he is right. It calls to me. It calls with the song of what it once was, and what it could only be again if we as a race were capable of living up to the potential we once had.
Yes. Is he really talking about humanity?
You are wrong, and I am not like you, I say at last, because if I were, I would destroy you for showing what any Decepticon would define as weakness. What? Your own people may well tear you apart for this change in your attitude. For your sake as well as theirs, control them. I will, said Megatron. Slowly he rises, trying to display some measure of dignity, and then he says, when I do return to Cybertron, and when I do make things right, I will send for you and yours, and we will join and be one race again, a race of peace. We will once again have a home.
Yeah, that's awesome. They would have had peace to the war and it would have been over. Instead, in the movie, Optimus Prime
forgoes
is
that
a murderer.
To kill him, just like, fuck you! Rah!
Like, I saved your life, Optimus, how are you doing?
Die! Thanks for saving my life,
but you died. We can have peace!
Fuck peace! Raw!
See, and you know why? I believe that this was actually the real ending, and Steven Spielberg was like, I'm gonna make Transformers, like whatever, 4, right?
Yeah.
Transformers 4, in search of more money. Mel Brooks can sue our ass.
Yeah. I don't know if it was Spielberg. I personally think it was probably Bay.
Look, I just want to say is
someone's just like, fuck this piece of shit.
Let's conclude.
Kill that faggot.
Well, do we have anything else to say? Because I got something to conclude.
I think American audiences weren't ready for peace. I think if people in America saw like, he didn't kill Megatron. What the fuck's all this peace shit? Who wrote this? A bunch of hippies?
Yeah, like we gotta kill more Muslims. They're fucking evil.
Fuck this.
These religious people are crazy. Wait a minute, I'm a Christian. Fuck, I better shut. No, it's okay. Because anybody who is not my religion is an atheist. Like all the Christians who don't believe like I do are therefore atheists. They don't believe like me. They don't believe in my God. Wow,
therefore, Megatron must die.
Yeah. So, really, I want to get to this. What else you got to say? It's a fucking piece of shit. So, anyway, that's not a book. That's toilet paper.
That was his, by the way, not mine.
I'm going to put that... You're going to use that as toilet paper. I'm not kidding.
It's too crispy.
I'll soften it up.
Were you going to piss on it? I'm not wiping my ass with your piss.
No, Brenda will. So, let's just round this thing up, okay? Do you recommend this movie?
I recommend it to two types of people.
Okay.
Idiots who are already going to see it, and extreme masochists. If you're an extreme masochist and you just want to suffer, this is a great movie to see.
Well, I think if you want to understand where movies are today, and you want to see things between eyes.
One more type of person. If you're a psychology student or anyone who deals with brain science, and you want to study the abnormal mind of Michael Bay, that's probably this movie is his statement. He's an unintentional social critic against his own fucking way of thinking, basically.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm not going to recommend anybody pay money for this movie. I'll just subtly say that. However, I will state that, a movie like this, if, you don't care about plots, you just want to see explosions, and you want to take a nap away from your nagging girlfriend or mother, kind of like Michael Bay does, or apparently, you might like this. I mean, you could just sit there and take a nap for a while, and occasionally you get up and you'll be like, look at that shit. And the other thing is, let's just say you're a cynical asshole like me, right? Yeah, like us.
Like us.
Yeah, we're cynical assholes, like Stan, Marsh from South Park. And, well, what can you do in life? Well, you know what? It's like Dr. Strangelove, how I learned to stop worrying and love the bomb. And this movie will help you, basically come to this conclusion. How you can learn to stop hating shit and laugh at it. You can, instead of hating it, you can laugh at crap. You'd be like, look at that shit. God, look at that shit, man, that's fucked up. Goddamn, like, man, that's the presidential debates. Look at all them stupid motherfuckers. People actually buying that shit? Like, they actually debating? Can you believe that shit? Those are some dumb motherfuckers.
What do you think is dumber, Transformers 3 or a presidential debate?
I think Transformers 3 is way smarter. At least they put in art and visual effects.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, way smarter. Like, I would take... Michael Bay would make a better president than fucking Barack Obama. Way better. And he would at least do some kind of construct where we would have better... Like, it would be interesting. It would be fun. Like, we would go like, well, we're going to do this big war, and it's going to be like explosions everywhere.
Sounds like George Bush.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
I guess that's
In 1982, American toy company Hasbro acquired the license for a series of Japanese toys from the company Takara Tomy called Microman. The Microman toys were tiny cyborgs that were billed as being the actual dimensions of the characters they represented. The technology for the development of these toys was instrumental in the creation of the successful G.I. Joe toys from Hasbro. Then, hoping to capture lightning twice, Hasbro, in 1984, acquired the rights to another toy line from Takara Tomy called Diaclone, which were robots capable of transforming into vehicles and weapons. Using both the Diaclone and the Microman action figures, Hasbro developed the first series of Transformers toys, employing artists and writers from Marvel Comics to flesh out their backstories. None of them could have possibly predicted the money-making machine that they had created. Today, there have been 21 separate animated series based on the Transformers, as well as countless lines of countless toys, endless merchandise from beach towels to ashtrays to sunglasses to seat covers to lunch boxes to... You know what? The only thing we couldn't find them selling are Transformers dildos. We did find some Transformers butt plugs, though. Just kidding. Maybe. And of course, we haven't even gotten into the movies yet. The film series alone is worth $10.3 billion as of June 2014, including $7 billion in merchandising. The combined production budget of the first 4 films was $1.1 billion, and the combined global box office is nearly $3.8 billion, which probably went a long way to contributing to Michael Bay's $430 million net worth. The piece of shit. Despite some declines in film grosses in the U.S. market, the films have continued to make more and more money overseas, to the point where both Transformers 3 and 4 have grossed $1.1 billion apiece. You have no idea how painful this fact is to both of us. But we're here today to talk about Transformers 4, or Transformers Age of Extinction, directed once again by Michael Bay, and written by Aaron Kruger, whose resume is almost entirely cinematic aids. Other than changing the lead protagonist from Shia LaBeouf to Mark Wahlberg, not much has changed for the series in this installment. According to the critic aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, the film received an 18% positive reaction from critics, and it won 2 Razzie Awards for Worst Director in Michael Bay and Worst Supporting Actor in Kelsey Grammer. Despite the generally sour reception from critics, however, the film garnered a cinema score of A- from moviegoers, which left us wondering, what would this audience give an F? Casablanca? Citizen Kane? Probably something like that. So guys, in all the previous installments of TJ and Paul Versus, we've relied on this substance right here to guide us through the mountain of shit that we just are forcing ourselves to eat our way through over and over again as we make this horrible, ill-conceived, terrible fucking show that we do here that essentially involves us torturing ourselves for days at a fucking time to get $3.99 out of your ass so that we can fucking have some sort of aversion to real work out there in the world. Whatever, I don't know. We gotta fucking, every day that we do this, we gotta eat our way through the shit Sunday, and usually our way of getting the munchies up enough to eat the shit Sunday is by smoking marijuana, but this time
It hasn't been working well, though.
it failed for us.
Our record is not
3
great.
and 1. 3 losses, one win, or 1 and 3. I don't know how that goes. 1 win, 3 losses. That's where we're at.
So
we
I
beat
thought-
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
We lost against Suicide Squad.
They get the same credit if Mark Robbie dropped a frog out of her ass. At this point, wouldn't it be better if we just died and what? Just what? I've never seen Margot Robbie's ass give birth to a frog.
We lost against Star Wars Holiday Special.
What is this? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, we can do this. Look at me. This is the face of a broken man. This is the face of a broken fucking man.
We lost against Pokemon the first movie. We're tired of fucking losing. We didn't want that.
So I was trying to think out of the box, and I thought, what better way to get dumb enough to enjoy a stupid fucking spectacle action flick than to just get wasted? Tonight, alcohol is the thing, though. I'm already too deep on big rum and cokes. We've got all kinds of drink around here. I'm already toasty going in, and I'll tell you, it has helped a little bit dampen the dread that I feel for this film. I'm kidding, it hasn't dampened anything. Alright, so, the first Transformers movie. I didn't care for it, but I didn't think it was awful. The second one I thought was twice as bad as the first one. The third one I thought was twice as bad as the second one. This is the fourth one, and this is the fourth one. Is it going to be twice as bad as the third one? Because we're having compound shittiness at this point.
I'll tell you what, if this is twice as bad as Transformers 3, then I'm fucking doomed. You're gonna see me kill myself here tonight. You're gonna see me open up these fucking wrists.
Wait, you get drunk! So, we got shitty drunk. I got to the point where I was just slurring my DJ. Why is Mark Wahlberg here? I got that bad. And TJ didn't quite get there, but he drank a lot too. And I can say for my part, didn't work.
Yeah, even as dumb as we both were, I probably drank away at least 30 IQ points, and I still was not nearly dumb enough to enjoy this travesty.
It's horrible. But yeah, the drinking idea, I think it ended up actually working against us.
Yes, it did.
So, whatever, didn't help with this one.
Not at all. That's pretty much it. We tried, we failed.
Yeah, we drank.
Boo, we came, we drank, we died.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Alright, so Paul and I are both gonna read this convoluted synopsis of this film to see who can get through this shit sandwich a little faster. Paul, cue me when you're ready.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, go.
65 million years ago, an alien race known as the Creators used devices called seeds to terraform planet Earth, covering it with an alloy called transformium. In the present day, geologist Darcy Turtle excavates the transformium for KSI Industries, which uses it to build Transformers drones. 5 years after the Battle of Chicago, the people have started to view the Transformers as public enemies, though the public believes that the Autobots were granted sanctuary. They are, in fact, hunted down by rogue CIA Black Ops Division Cemetery Wind, led by opportunistic government official Harold Attinger, who believes that all Transformers should be exterminated regardless of their faction.
They are aided by Lockdown, a Cybertronian bounty hunter working for the Creators, promising to give Attinger a seed if his division manages to capture Optimus Prime. Lockdown loses track of Optimus in Mexico City, instead killing Ratchet, where he refuses to give up his leader's whereabouts. Optimus, damaged in Mexico City and disguised as a rundown semi-truck, is discovered by Cade Yeager, a financially struggling Texan inventor. While his teenage daughter Tessa and business partner Lucas Flannery encourage him to turn Optimus over to the authorities, Cade instead fixes Optimus, hoping to understand his technology.
Lucas calls Cemetery Wind to attack the Yeager farm, but Optimus and Tessa's secret boyfriend, Irish rally car driver Shane Dyson, come to the family's aid. During the pursuit, Lucas is killed by one of Lockdown's grenades. Optimus summons the surviving Autobots, Bumblebee, Hound, Drift, and Crosshairs, who have come to distrust humans. Using a stolen CIA drone, Cade discovers KSI's involvement in the attacks on the Autobots. Infiltrating KSI's headquarters in Chicago, Cade discovers the murdered Autobots are being melted down to make the Transformer drones. Joshua Joyce, the ambitious company CEO, is in league with Attinger to revolutionize global defense and improve human society using the seed.
He also has captured Brains and Megatron's head. Wait a minute, he's also used the captured brains, and Megatron's head to create prototype Transformer soldiers Galvatron and Stinger. Despite Joshua wanting Galvatron to look more like Optimus Prime, the finished Galvatron resembles Megatron. How did that happen? The Autobots storm the building and destroy the laboratory. They soon leave after Joshua announces that they are no longer required. Attinger forces Joshua to deploy the destructive Galvatron to capture Autobot terrorists.
During the battle, Galvatron's behavior becomes slightly erratic when it starts destroying vehicles, and the people in them, by the way. But Joshua manages to redirect it to target the Autobots. As Galvatron battles Optimus, it gets autonomously freed from control, surprising Joshua. Suddenly, Lockdown arrives and soon abducts both Optimus and Tessa, leaving Cade and Shane devastated. While Lockdown's large prison spacecraft hovers over Chicago to hand over the seed, Cade, Shane, and the Autobots sneak on board to discover Optimus and Tessa. They hijack a smaller ship containing a number of other Autobots called Dinobots. Just before Lockdown leaves Earth, the Autobots reveal to Cade that Galvatron is in fact Megatron reincarnated, plotting to use the seed and the Transformer drones to conquer the world, starting with Hong Kong.
As KSI plans to use the seed in the remote Mongolian desert to create a vast amount of usable transformium. Cade informs Joshua, causing him to have a change of heart, and agrees to hand over the seed with help from Darcy and his Chinese business associate Su Yuming. Galvatron reactivates himself and soon activates the KSI drones, and a battle follows in Hong Kong streets between the Autobots, Cemetery Wind, and the drones. During that fight, Optimus wins the alliance of the Dinobots. Never mind.
Lockdown returns to capture Optimus and the Dinobots using a large magnet to cause destruction. After disabling the magnet, Optimus fights Lockdown in an abandoned factory. In the ensuing duel, Optimus kills Attinger, but allowing Lockdown to pin Optimus down with his own sword. Cade ends up fighting Lockdown one-on-one while Tessa and Shane free Optimus, who destroys Lockdown. Galvatron retreats, vowing that he will return. Optimus asks the Autobots to protect the Jaegers before flying away to space with the seed, sending a message to his creators that he is coming for them.
How long did it take me to read it?
5 minutes and 21 seconds. 3:36.
Woo!
You win. 3:36. Suck on my dick. Oh yeah. Ugh. What a piece of shit movie, everybody. Probably the first thing we need to talk about in this movie is the characters. You know, we didn't really have a chance to talk much about the characters in our last review. That is usually a segment we do here on this show. We did it with Suicide Squad. We planned on doing it with Pokemon the first movie. We really couldn't do it because there was no characters in that fucking movie. This movie is the opposite. Yeah, there's too many fucking characters.
Way too many.
Way too many. And they're honestly just as paper thin as the Pokemon ones, but in this case, we just can't really avoid talking about them because we need to talk about the things they do and the just listen, okay? We're gonna go through the human heroes first.
Yeah.
So, the protagonist of the movie, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, we called him...
Take it on Mark Wahlberg.
We called him Mark Wahlberg. He's Mark Wahlberg.
What? No!
Just like in every movie. He's Mark Wahlberg. He's very one-note Wahlberg. Just kind of like always on that verge of anxiety, always ready to go at any moment. That's him in this movie. He's just that way from start to finish.
That's totally... Well, did you see Mark Wahlberg's face there? Hold up. I hate to go back again, but...
Whatever. I think we all died and this is hell anyway, so just go
Hold
back.
on.
There's a bridge.
I'm gonna freeze it on Mark Wahlberg's face this time so you can see how bad his acting truly is. Not there. But soon.
Yeah, these guys...
Oh, what the fuck? Look at him. Look at his dorky fucking ass. Fuck you, Mark Wahlberg, you piece of shit. Is that your scared face? Is that your scared face, Academy Award-winning actor, Mark Wahlberg?
He's a failed inventor, basically. What's his name again, TJ?
Cade Yeager. Sounds like a fucking yogurt or something. I don't know,
A
man.
beer.
Cade Yeager. Yeager is a fucking
Oh yeah, it's a
drink.
drink. Yeah, Jägermeister.
Jägermeister. I don't know if they were trying to go for that. Maybe we should have drank some Jägermeister instead of some rum. Maybe that'd have helped
Yeah,
more.
maybe the dude that was writing this script was drunk on Jägermeister while he wrote this fucking role.
His name was Cade Yeager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they try to do this shitty failed inventor. I think they were going for the eccentric mad scientist kind of feel. Like they're going for a Doc Brown kind of feel. But the problem with that is, imagine Mark Wahlberg as Doc Brown for a second. And I think you immediately see the fucking issue with this fucking casting choice.
You can't make Wahlberg a smart guy.
His intentions are shit. And by the way, Paul got so incensed by the shittiness of his fucking invention.
His robots suck.
What?
Fuck you! Who would want that?
There's also a beer bot that's supposed to get you your ice cold Budweiser,
Won't bring you a beer.
but it won't bring you the fucking beer.
Come on. Bring Daddy the alcohol. Come on.
So this guy fails at robots. How many times you gonna fall?
He sucks at robots. He sucks at robots. Nobody's ever told this man that he sucks at robots.
Let's see how many robots you built, Paul. Let's see your fucking robots.
Like, let's just replace any other thing. Like, it would be like if he was, like, running a diner, but everything was burnt.
The whole reason that this robotics angle is even in the movie is so he can fix Optimus Prime and shit. So we're supposed to believe this fucker can fix Transformers, but he can't build a decent robot dog or a decent beer-grabbing robot.
Bullshit. Makes no sense. In addition to sucking at his job, he's just an asshole, and a creepy
Total
one.
creepy asshole.
He's got this obsession with his daughter's pussy.
Yep, like his daughter's vagina is the holy grail.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
To Mark Wahlberg, and it's just slapped in the face. You're just hit in the face with it 15 fucking times. His daughter's pussy. Yeah, his daughter's pussy just slaps you in the face because he just brings it up constantly. No. This is a non-dating household, okay? You don't date, I don't date, that's it. Non-dating household? Go fuck yourself, Mark Wahlberg! You don't get to put a fucking chastity belt on her pussy, you fucking caveman! She's about to graduate high school. You're not allowed to date. I don't date, you don't date. But then he wants to take her to the dance.
Hey, I had to buy her a prom dress. You want me to deny her a prom dress? Might as well, you denied her a prom date. No, I offered to take her and chaperone. Everyone wants to go to the dance with their dad. It's weird. It's not the issue.
That is weird. I agree with that. No, that is the issue.
You know what the idea is once for? I can break it down.
What is she, 23?
I think she looks hot. What did you say? Like a hot teenager. Oh, it's a teenager thing that makes it better. Thank you. It didn't sound like what it meant.
What? I don't know what I'm... What was I don't know. What's the joke, though? The joke is Michael Bay sitting there rolling around in a pile of money like Scrooge McDuck. Suckers! If this was in some fucking avant-garde art film or something, I mean, maybe you have this weird Ivanka and Donald thing going on. But if it was just a thrown-away fucking comment, we wouldn't even bring it up. It was just a little joke. It's just all the time through this movie. Oh, it's a fucking... I don't want you fucking. I don't want you fucking. I don't want you fucking. She's 17, by the way, his daughter. I guess we can move on. 17 going on 23. Oh, wait. Yeah. 17 going on 23 is right. It's not in the least bit believable that this is an actual 17-year-old. So, another thing that makes Mark Wahlberg an asshole, he steals power from his neighbors because he's broke.
As an advance on your regular paycheck. What regular paycheck? Which you will get back. When? Never. We're broke. I knew it. 6 months late on payments, Mr. Yeager, and I see you still in power at the polls. Hey, that's not your concern. So we're stealing power now? No, we're borrowing it from the neighbors. Great. That's awesome.
But, I mean, like, and maybe that's in the realm of understandable. You know, he's got a daughter to take care of and stuff. You know, run his little tools to make money. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's still a dick move, but... He just wastes it, though. But he doesn't, it's not like he's being at all courteous and trying to be like, well, I'll keep my power consumption to a minimum. Why does this dude that's broke, that sucks at robots, have a nicer piece of property than I've ever lived on? He's movie broke. Specifically, he's Michael Bay. Giant workspace he has with neon shit in it. Well, he's wasting all his money on these fucking robots. Yeah, you know how many dollars a... Yeah, you know how many dollars a month it costs? That's true, he's stealing power from his neighbor to run a fucking neon sign in his shitty workshop. What a prick. So wait a minute, this guy, first of all, he won't allow his daughter to date. Yeah, this is no dating household. He's stealing power from his neighbor to run superfluous neon signs and build shitty robots. And we're supposed to fucking like this prick? If we're supposed to like him, could you have cast someone more likable than Mark fucking goddamn Wahlberg? What? No. Some people come by to look at his house because the bank, I guess, is trying to sell it or whatever. You know, they're just people out there to look at the house. They're not his fucking enemy, but he chases them away with a baseball bat. He's like, rearrange your fucking face!
Sir, do you want to see the property? Sure. I'd be more than happy to give you a tour. I'll show you 3 other bars I got buried up back, then I'll crack your head open like an egg. I told you not to back there anymore. I will have my brother come back and beat your ass. Don't you start with me.
They're just here to see the house. They didn't know about this existing tension. Leave them out of it. And that's your hero. That's the likability level of your hero. A shitty inventor, obsessed with his daughter in a creepy way, stealing power from his neighbors, and violent for no reason. Just needlessly violent towards other people. And, oh yeah, and by the way, the idea of being a robotics guy who's gonna make the next big invention, the place you do that is in Silicon Valley. It's not in rural bumfuck Texas.
Yeah.
He literally lives in a rural bumfuck Texas town where everything is run down and there's closing signs everywhere and it's in desperate, dire economic straits. And yet there's LA supermodels just walking the streets.
Predictably.
Dude, rude. Look at these two June bugs. Whoop, mama. Hey, yeah, you see bitches like that in small town shithole America all the time.
Oh my god. Yeah, because, you know, most small fucking shithole towns in the middle of nowhere just have hot bitches just strutting the streets, man.
Yeah, so his daughter, we call her Failbait.
Yeah.
Didn't we already have a driving scene? Time for another one. I agree. Yeah, let's get wasted. I don't know about the tan, but... Neighbors drop repairs, whatever.
What?
The neighbors gotta repair they get their stuff, they drop it there and dude repairs it, I guess. And that's his business.
So this hot chick repairs robots for a living?
I think her dad does. Mark Wahlberg did. Maybe she does too.
Oh, this is Mark Wahlberg's chick?
This is his daughter, dude.
Oh, his daughter.
The reason I call her Failbait is because, it's just... The defining character trait of this bitch, aside from just blandness and damsel in distress shit, is just... She's 17.
Yeah.
12 to 17 is the official teenage danger window. It's my job to get you through it, so you can be pissed off all you want.
That's the most important thing about her is that she's 17.
She's just dragged around in this movie, too.
Oh, yeah. There's no point in bringing her.
Alright, sweetie, you need to keep moving here, okay? Come on! You need to move now!
I don't know why Wahlberg brings her, why doesn't he just send her to a hotel somewhere? Because she's constantly in peril, everywhere they go, constantly in need of rescuing by one of the other cast members. It just makes no sense that she's in this movie. He's also got a fucking
Business partner.
Yeah, or is that what he calls him, a business partner?
He's a partner. He's his
Fuck
business
me.
fucking partner.
Okay, so this dude is a business partner of his.
Surf guy.
Who the fuck knows why or how this guy is contributing to Mark Wahlberg's failed robotics empire. But he keeps around this stupid fucking dunce.
Surfer.
Stereotypical, whoa, sorry I'm late, Cade Yeager, the fucking waves blew out, bro, and I was low on gas. It's just horrible. He's just a horrible fucking stereotype of a burnout surfer dude. He gets hit in the face with a football at one point. That's his big comedic relief, I guess.
Hey.
Football. Oh, that was cool.
This film has some amazing slapstick. What a pratfall! So his name is T.J. Miller. The actor who plays him is named T.J. Miller, which makes me sad to be fucking named T.J.
Yeah.
Now maybe the guy is a talented actor, maybe he's funny, I don't know. In this movie, he's dog shit. The Michael Bay effect has just dug its claws in him and sucked out all the fucking charisma, left him an empty shell.
He's
of
a
a
giant
fucking performance.
He's a giant pussy in this movie.
Total pussy,
Totally scared. And how weird is it that a surfer dude is the dude that's always bringing up to call the cops?
yeah.
Aren't those supposed to be stoners? Man, fuck the police, man. That's like a surfer dude, right? No, this surfer dude loves the police. He wants to call them for everything.
That's not a truck, okay? You're right. It's an alien killing machine. Jesus, it's DOA. It's been recalled. Total done. So listen, there's a number that you call. You're supposed to call the government. It's the American thing to do.
Surfer guy dies real early on in this movie.
Thankfully.
Thankfully, he dies. He dies due to his own betrayal of his friends.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which, we should probably talk about his whole betrayal thing, too.
Yeah. Who betrays their friends and then
like, to the tune of knowing that government agents are gonna show up with guns.
Primarily my fault, okay? They said they were gonna bring a check. I know they were gonna send a death squad. That's why you don't contact the fucking government, you idiot.
And then goes where his friends are to be there when the government agents get there. Yeah, if you narc on your fucking friends, you don't put yourself in the crosshairs of what you know is going to be the raid. Yeah, you keep your head down. You've done your duty. You've ratted out your friends. Like, yeah, I mean, like, if I fucking call the police and say, yeah, man, my friend over there, he's selling crack from his house, man. You don't then go over to his house to buy some crack. This guy doesn't know that, though, apparently. He rats his friends out and then shows up. And then gets killed for it. And then when in the ensuing chase, he's blown up by a grenade in a scene that passes so fucking fast you'd have missed it if you blinked. Yeah, we were arguing about some fucking Red Bull stuff. Product placement, yeah, we saw the Red Bull product placement. We're like, fuck you, Red Bull. And while we were on our fuck Red Bull rant, this guy died, and it was just nothing. And he's never mentioned again. I think Optimus Prime at one point says, condolences about your friend. Yeah, okay. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. Nah, he sucked at it. He's a piece of shit. And then he's gone, and he's never mentioned. There's no sort of like, this one's for you, surf guy. No, he's just done. He's like, he's dead. Move on. Got blowed up. Oh, God, guys. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, is it a Red Bull card? Okay.
Red Bull. I'm never drinking another Red Bull again. Yeah, I'm switching to Monster. We're Monster fans. Monster for life, bro. Monster energy drink is the better energy drink.
You have a Red Bull right there.
No, I don't. That's a Monster. Pour this out. I don't know, man. Fuck you, Red Bull. Fucking lie.
Take one shampoo anyway.
I'm done with you, Red Bull. You're done. You're done, Red Bull. So then there's Failbait's boyfriend. We call him Irish driver guy. Yeah.
No, you don't. I'm her boyfriend. What? You're not her boyfriend.
Name's Shane Tribes? What do you give a shit about? Is that really the fucking most pressing concern right now, you dipshit? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna, like, I don't care. Even if I'm the most fucking stodgy father ever, like, no one's sticking their dick in you, you little bitch. But he drives, Dad. But, like, when I'm in a big chase by the government, my house just blew up. All this shit's going on. That's my least fucking goddamn concern. Oh, he drives? Yeah. His contribution, he's a driver. Yeah, he's a driver guy. He's also in his 20s and fucking Failbait, which we are weirdly reminded of in probably the strangest scene in this movie. Marky Mark confronts him. He's like, hey, you in your 20s and she's 17. I'm gonna fuck you up, man. And he does the most inexplicable fucking thing.
Look, I race rally cars. One driver, one
I'm a race car man. Look, I race rally cars. Yeah, there, man. I'm a racing man. Let me tell you my whole life story here at the Robot Apocalypse. Because that's what's really important right now is this bullshit, boring family dynamic. I just can't let somebody into my daughter's pussy. I'm sorry. I know the robots are fucking invading. Oh, this is the famous part, I think.
One, I punch you right in the mouth and you call the police on me. Or two, I just call the cops on you because this is illegal. She's a minor.
You're on the run from the government. You can't call.
No, it's not fine. We've got a pre-existing juvenile foundation relationship. Statute 2705-3. What? Texas statute? Is that a real law?
What a weird fucking plot line. Did he check? Dude, he literally has a copy of the law in his wallet. This is why it's okay for me to bang this 17-year-old. It's all right, officer. I can bang this 17-year-old. Officer, I got this. This explains the law. It's okay that I'm in that pussy, because guess what? Romeo and Juliet laws, y'all. Romeo and Juliet laws. I could be up in that 17-year-old pussy. It's legal for me because we have an existing juvenile relationship. Yep. Here's the Romeo and Juliet law all spelled out for you. So you see, I actually have a license to fuck your 17-year-old daughter's sweet little pussy, Mark Wahlberg. And this is Mark Wahlberg's worst nightmare, because remember, that's his mission in life is to keep every dick in the universe away from that pussy at all costs. And he thinks the law is on his side, but then this guy, boom, bitch, breaks out the fucking license to fuck 17-year-olds card, which he's laminated and keeps in his wallet at all times. It makes no sense. It also completely... This is another good guy, by the way. Mark, why are all of Michael Bay's good guys total fucking creeps? His good guys are a guy who is obsessed day and night with his daughter's pussy and what it's doing, and another guy who's also obsessed with his daughter's pussy but desperately wants in it. It's just like this, it's almost like a cartoon level interplay. I don't want no one fucking this here pussy. I want to fuck that damn pussy. I got a license to fuck that pussy. Well, I got these, bitch.
You stole my watch. I like to be fresh when I'm making out with your daughter. Yeah, that's not happening.
The villains in this movie are worse. We have far less to say about the villains because they're just generic and boring. The first one, I guess, is Frasier. Kelsey Grammer. He plays some CIA agent who's obsessed with exterminating the Transformers. Yeah, just an inexplicable xenophobe against this alien race. It's never really explained why. I mean, at this point in the film's chronological order, the fucking Autobots have saved the whole fucking planet. There's no backstory like Optimus Prime stepped on my daughter's head in the Battle of Chicago, and that's why I hate all robot. It doesn't make sense. I just hate the aliens. He's just like, aliens are bad, I don't like them. He's absolutely wasted as an actor on this role, too. No! Not generic Autobot I've never seen before! No!
I must say, it is remarkable, really astounding, the success that the CIA has had.
It's remarkable and astounding that these movies continue to be made, you mean?
The president has asked me to ask you to...
Is that Lieutenant Dangle? It sure is! Lieutenant Dangle's in this movie, that's cool! I must not have seen whatever that's a reference to. Reno 911? Oh, no, I never watched that. Oh, come on, TJ. Come on, TJ? Can we do TJ and Paul versus Reno 911 instead of this? Please? You wish.
Actually funny.
This is funny too. Kelsey, there's Frasier right there. Guarantee his next line is gonna be a laugh riot. Check it out. Take the floor, Frasier.
How that's going? Outstanding.
Frasier! Kelsey Grammer in rare form in this film. Who the fuck is Kelsey Grammer? We have the evil Jew. Evil Jew. Yeah, he's a bald evil Jew. He runs some kind of tech company called, what was it again? KSI. I don't know. They make this stuff using transformium, which is the shit I guess the Transformers are made out of. And you know, here's a weird moment about that too. First of all, transformium is the dumbest fucking name ever. It really is. Unobtainium was. That was also only slightly worse. Marginally, I would say transformium is worse than unobtainium. All right. I go the other direction. All right, but whatever. They're close in horribleness. Yes. You have to agree on that. Yes. But transformium definitely up there with unobtainium as a ridiculous fake metal. But here's the thing. This is what the Transformers are made of. And one of the conceits of this movie is the KSI guy, the evil Jew. He's looking at the fucking Transformers like, you know, before we realized this is what Transformers were made of, this had no industrial application. What? It had no industrial application prior to that? This indestructible metal that we've seen in multiple films just take bullets and missiles like they ain't shit. Never had any industrial use prior to that? It's silly. And he's figured out some way to make it turn into a bunch of little pixels. Yeah. And change from one thing into another, I guess. Yeah, he turns a Beats pill at one point into a gun. I wish I could tell you that it looks cool, but it doesn't. It looks like a really bad special effect. Some of the Transformers in this movie now transform like that. So you fans of the Transformers that like when the robots turn into a car will be excited to hear they don't do that anymore. Paul's leaving, dude. I can't. There's a liquid one? Oh, why did that look worse than anything I've ever seen? Yeah, now they just turn a bunch of fucking squares. There are a bunch of fucking squares, you're right. Evil Jew, yeah. By the way, he's in collusion with Frasier, who is the rogue CIA operative in charge of a program called Cemetery Wind, which sounds like you might as well just call it Corpse Fart. Dude, Operation Corpse Fart. Cemetery Wind. And then there's, of course, probably our favorite villain in the movie, honestly. The Nerd Squad. Yeah, the Nerd Squad. These guys have a big opening scene. Well, we'll just show it to you guys. A bunch of dorks. Our government was really ruined when they all saw the Matrix and they were all Neo and shit. Mr. K, we're the nerds. We're gonna fucking deal with you. They pop out of the car looking like the biggest fucking dorks from the 90s you've ever seen. Like, just trench-coated weirdos. They look like the trench coat mafia all grown up. Yeah. And the lead guy is wearing the faggiest fucking glasses you've ever seen.
You know, Mr. Yeager, we received a call from someone concerned about you.
Did you receive a call from the drag queen that you stole your sunglasses from? Why are they all sparkly and shit? I guess Cemetery Wind really does fit them. They come on you like a corpse fart. They have trouble. They stink and they're just dead. They have trouble pinning down Surf Guy. The most inept, like, milquetoast weakling that you've ever seen. The leader of this shit, on top of wearing faggot sunglasses, also his men don't respect him, and guess how the fuck he dies? Guess how the fuck he dies? He's hit in the face with a fucking football. Wow, great way to send out the mercenary badass of the film. This was the guy that was kind of being built up in the film as, this is, Megatron is he's dead at this point. Megatron is Optimus Prime's enemy, though. Right. Yeah, that's his equal, but the equal of Mark Wahlberg in this movie is this fucking corpse fart guy who's a tough guy like him, and they're gonna fight at some point. And they do fight, and it sucks. Yeah. And it wraps up with death. That's your fucking villain. Hey, CJ. Yeah. Where's your warrant? Search the property. What do you mean search the property? You don't have a warrant. My face is my warrant. What does that mean? What a line. My face is my warrant? It's gotta be a fucking bearded lesbian song. I don't need no warrant. My face is my warrant. My face is my warrant, TJ. Face is my warrant. Okay. Go ahead and search it then. My elbow is my insurance policy. My pinky is my mortgage. What? So, those are all the human characters in the movie that even, honestly, the fans of these films don't really give a shit about. They're more interested in the Transformers, more than meets the eye. Is there more than meets the eye, Paul? There is not. Where did he come from? From that hill. He came off that cliff. Whatever, Paul. You should be happy that you're in this movie. I'm on this movie side now. Somebody fire a missile into that one now. If you can't beat him, join him. Fuck yeah, Transformers 4. Best Samurai Transformers. for. That's cool. Where was he hiding? In the fucking hills, bitch. He's just chilling in the Grand Canyon. He's a fucking helicopter. He's a fucking goddamn helicopter, and you wish you were a helicopter. That's a cool ass truck, man. Considering that every fucking robot on the planet is being fucking hunted, you'd think they'd fucking be a little less conspicuous. Wouldn't it have been better if he just remained a beat-up truck? Rather than a giant fucking obviously custom fucking six-wheeler with flames on it? No. Style over substance, Paul. Style over substance. Oh, it's Bumblebee. He's here. Everybody's favorite from the franchise, TJ Bumblebee. Where's Shia LaBeouf? Who cares? I want Shia LaBeouf back.
Humans are asked to play by their rules.
Fuck that shit.
The rules have just changed.
What? Yeah! The rules just fucking changed, Paul. The rules, bitch. They just changed, Paul. I guess we should start with everybody's inexplicable favorite, Optimus Prime, who in this movie he's Optimus Prime. So wait, Optimus Prime all of a sudden can just repair himself? I thought you needed Mark Wahlberg to repair him. Yeah, he scanned another truck so he could remake himself as a truck. Whatever. He's already a truck. He was a shittier truck, though. But now he's a cool truck. This truck fucking sucks. He's got such a great voice, though. He's got a cool voice, and he, that makes up for a total lack of character development, doesn't it? Cool voice. If you give a shitty character a cool voice, it's a good character. Isn't that how that works? I guess so. According to Michael Bay writing, it is, I guess. In these movies, he seems to have become kind of like the Autobot dad. You know, the Autobots get up to some friskiness, and he's like, all right, Autobots, calm down. It's time to roll. That's basically what you get out of Optimus in this Optimus movie. Knows best. Oh, Optimus, dang it, you're always right. There was even that weird line where it kind of implied that Bumblebee is Optimus Prime's daughter. Yeah, that's it. All right. Excuse me, there's no smooching in front of me, okay? You're so square. Most girls fuck in front of their dads.
I went through that with Bumblebee.
What? I guess we might as well just get into Bumblebee right now since you already brought him up. He's Bumblebee. Yeah, more of the same Bumblebee. If you like Bumblebee from the first 3 movies, you get more of that. He's a yellow guy and he speaks with clips from other things. Yeah. And if that fucking does it for you, if that's what gets you off, then congratulations, here it is again. This is your film. Gunface. Yeah, this is the I guess, main guy against Optimus Prime. Bounty hunter. Yeah, from Cybertron. I don't know if he's from Cybertron or if he's just created by the same people that created Cybertron. No, he's from Cybertron. Or whatever, I don't know. He's a Transformer too. I guess he's not an Autobot or a Decepticon. He's just a rogue bounty hunter that's working on the behalf of the creators who created the Transformers long ago and far away, and who gives a shit. He's a villain, you know? He's a villain. He's a bad guy. Yeah, he's a very stereotypical bounty hunter, anything for cash. And let me show you why he's the most emo character in history. Meanwhile, in wherever the fuck this is,
I want to be a passenger of Earth. An alliance is a contract. And contracts, like humans, expire.
that's fine without saying. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I also have a say.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Oh, Emo-Bot just pwned your ass, Frasier!
Your men allowed him to escape. You promised me human intelligence. Or is there?
There's no human intelligence to be found in this film.
No.
Sorry to disappoint. Yeah, that's a line in this movie. We have a saying too. I don't care. Oh, fucking roasted. Slit my fucking wrist. Roasted. Life is meaningless. Great writing on that one. Oh my god.
I also have a saying. I don't care.
Y'all Megatron is in this, weirdly. He's like a prototype made by KSI, which is the Evil Jews Corporation. I guess kind of based on Megatron, and somehow when they used Megatron's head, his soul or whatever infected Galvatron. So now Galvatron is Megatron. Unbeknownst to anybody. And you would think the fact that he's playing the most iconic of Transformers villains would give him a huge role in this movie. Barely in it. There's one scene that features him prominently where he fights Optimus Prime on a highway, and then supposedly he's in the final battle too. I guess I saw a glimpse of him here or there, but he's barely in this. He's barely in the fucking battle. Blink and you'll miss him. Just like a lot of things in this film. Blink. And it's almost like he was put there just so he could come back in the next film. Like, oh, this is how fucking Megatron got resurrected. So in the next film, when we use Megatron, everybody goes, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. There he is. That's why they did it. Okay. Niggabot. And if you think that we're racist for calling him Niggabot, no. Michael Bay is racist for creating him as Niggabot. He is this shitty little robot that's introduced about... Shitty doesn't even cover it, Paul. It's the worst CGI that I've seen in fucking decades. Okay, yeah, the design of this character is just like, it should have been scrapped and just destroyed. He makes no sense. He's got these glowy dreadlocks. He's this little hobbity-looking thing. And his only fucking reason for being in the film is to catch people up, I guess, on what's going on in this ponderous fucking movie. He's just like, oh, man, no, y'all got it all wrong. You see, KSI been working with Cemetery Wind. They've been kidnapping them Autobots. That's what he does. He's there a couple of times to catch everybody up. Inexplicably talks like a black dude from the Bronx. It makes no sense, but he's in there, so there's Niggabot.
He wants to detonate that seed in the biggest city and kill millions.
This is the worst piece of CGI that I've seen in the last 10 years. The worst concept for a fucking character and the worst piece of CGI.
Army and annihilate your species forever. Young greedy bastard just brought extinction to yourself.
Why, in the name of God, would a fucking robot have a fucking attitude like a black dude from fucking the Bronx? Cause Michael Bay, dude. Man, you all Autobots done fucked yourselves, but whatever. I don't care. C'est la vie, my nigga. The fat ballerina. Fat ballerina. Let's just show you why we call him that. There's coming with a fat ballerina? Is that what he said? Hold on. Nope. No. I wanna, what? Hold on, I wanna hear this. Hold on.
I'm dying out here.
Pull the pin on what? Where'd they get a giant grenade? This is an Acme cartoon? Why did they like go back? Why did they get a giant grenade? Hold up. I think did I go back? I could have sworn I went back. I guess I went. Yeah, you went forward. I'm so drunk. What happened? I don't know. What is this ballerina line? Come and get some. Right? Whatever. I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't know, man. Whatever. Whatever. Fun. I don't know, Paul. I thought I knew what was going on, but I don't know what's going on. You threw me off. I'm sorry. It seemed like a thing to do at the time that I was... Wait. What's it about? What's it about, Ron? A fat ballerina? Did you just say I'm a fat ballerina? Is that all he said? Is that what he said? Yeah, that's what I heard. That can't be what he said, though, right? all gonna be quiet this time. I think it's before this. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna shut up. Here we go. I know it's shortly after this. Who knows why this is happening? I don't know. I'm like a fat ballerina who takes scalps and slits throats. I'm like a fat ballerina who takes scalps and slits throats? Got your fortune cookie? What? Hold on. TJ. No, TJ. Listen, what? I'm like a fat ballerina. I want to diagram that fucking sentence. What? Plus, so hold on. TJ, we gotta watch it one more time because I'm telling you, there's another problem with this. Not only does he say I'm like a fat ballerina, but what he leads into that with and what he exits that with is gibberish. It's like, I'm a fat ballerina. I shit you not. We gotta watch it one more time. Tell me you understand a fucking thing he says. I wanna see this script. I wanna see what they're fucking saying. Alright, here's the thing. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna turn it up a little. Turn it all the way up. Yeah. Got your fortune cookie? I don't know what the joke there was. Because they're in China? Yeah. Yeah, this is a real powerful moment, Michael. Good scoring on that one. Yeah. Yep. First true things that John said. Thanks, John, for fucking summing up this film for us. Out of ideas. That is the voice, by the way, of John Goodman. Kill him once and for all.
Just give me the word. I'll splatter him.
John Goodman doing that voice? I hope not. Please tell me no. It is.
You're indemnified.
Oh my god! It's actually No! It's John Goodman. No! Why? John, no! They could have taken anybody to do that voice! It was John fucking Goodman. Why? Why'd you do this, John? Why did you do this, John? No! No! Why? They count you into playing the fat fucking Autobot? Why, John? What? That's why you think it looks like Paul. John is a good actor! He doesn't belong in this! Anthony Hopkins is in the next one? What? Oh, that's right! Why would John Goodman take this role? It sounds like, too, that they paid him in Danishes, because I'll be goddamned if his mouth isn't full of marbles or some shit while he's recording these lines. I would say a good 50% of his dialogue is just undiscernible gibberish. Like, you'll get shit like that. What? Turn on the fucking subtitles, please. Okay, John. John's like, what's that? John
Can we do that line again? You're eating a Danish. No. Fuck you, pay my check takes. God, you hear me eating a fucking donut as he's reading it, dude? John Goodman's eating stuff in his fat fucking face as he's reading his dialogue. Thank goodness he is. That makes me respect him again. Yeah, I know. Alright, John, you're off the hook. You're just sitting there eating a fucking donut as you're recording. What was that? Shawarma! They didn't know when they were watching and editing this that that wasn't coherent. They didn't care, Paul. They just didn't care. John Goodman's got this clear, booming, easy to fucking understand way of speaking. He's just a very pronounced voice. And somehow they just bury it under explosions and Danish, I guess. It's some sort of filter of some kind. I don't know what it is. It's almost like they put a shitty echo filter over his voice and you could barely understand what the fuck he was saying half the time. It sounded muffled and weird and poorly mixed. Yeah, all of the other robot effects that they put over voices in these movies serves to make them stand out over the fucking background noise, but John Goodman's just blends right in. It's just... Oh, yeah. He's a fat fuck. He's a fat guy. Like, what is it? How do you have a fat transformer? Is he eating too much oil, or what do they... Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what did he do? How do you let yourself go as a transformer? What happens to the thing you transform into is you get fatter. Like, if you're turning into, like, a sleek sports car and then you go through a bad divorce and put on 80 pounds, like, do you turn into a fucking BMW, like, or a VW minibus or some shit? Utility truck. Yeah. You turn into a dump truck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how a transformer gets fat. Whatever. I guess that's pretty minor. There's nothing to the character. He's just fat. I mean, he's just fat and he's violent and he spews some of the most nonsensical gibberish lines you've ever heard about being a fat ballerina and fortune cookies. Got your fortune cookie here! It's like, what? What is that? How's a knife a fortune cookie? I don't know. I swear to God, I'm gonna throw up from this camera. Let's roll. How did you pick John Goodman out of that horrible fucking... I could tell it was John Goodman, I don't know. And why were you right? I don't know. I could tell it was him, dude. I know John Goodman. I do too! Maybe your mind just didn't want to accept that was John Goodman's voice. John Goodman was in a sound booth somewhere recording lines. I don't think I can make it. I'm honestly thinking this is the one that I just can't. But luckily, there's a samurai. Yeah, samurai guy.
Bumblebee has held command. This point is complete and total lack of energy.
Where did the samurai come from? Japan? Cybertron? Japan? Cybertron has a Japan? Yes, it does! Everywhere has a Japan. What's the matter with them? They suck. That's what's the matter with them. And he's just chock full of that fortune cookie wisdom. Maybe that was why they did the fortune cookie. He's the one who should have said the fortune cookie thing, because, I mean, all of his dialogue sounds like it came from a fortune cookie. Transformer who go to bed with itchy tailpipe, wake up with stinky finger. It's that level of just, I'm Asian, I'm wise. By the way, Ken Watanabe. Oh, fuck me. Why did they bury John Goodman? And then leave Japanese samurai bot completely vocally clean? I'm trying to figure out who that is. Let's go. The Japanese one? Yeah, I was wondering if it was Ken Watanabe or not. No. TJ, no it isn't. I don't know, it kind of sounds like it's not Ken Watanabe. I don't see him in the cast. No! I don't see him, alright? Thank you. What is the samurai? I need to figure out the character's name. Pling Plong, Ching Wong. Samurai Transformers. You know what, dude? If we had his name and go Chelsea, I'd be okay. If we were like on the bleeding edge of this and we were leading into the fucking finale of this, I'd be like, okay, I got drunk and it sucked, but we just crossed the fucking halfway point.
actors, all talented, all have appeared in good stuff. Totally wasted in this piece of shit. Kelsey Grammer is a monosyllabic grunter. John Goodman is speaking incoherent gibberish, and Ken Watanabe is talking in fucking fortune cookies. And delivering horrible jokes, too. They give Ken Watanabe some of the worst groaners in the movie.
Oh no, I was expecting a giant car.
So those are your Transformers. I mean, there's probably some other ones in the background here and there.
Yes, I've been waiting for them all to dispatch each other so I can take charge with no trouble at all.
But whatever, those are the major ones. Those are your heroes, those are your villains. That's the fucking miserable cast of characters you've been saddled with for this slogging, unwatchable 2-hour and 45-minute festival of bullshit. And oh my god, you will feel every minute of that runtime like it is a fucking eon. We're just getting started. Okay. So, we can't talk about this movie without talking about the Michael Bay effect. Oh man, he put his shitty fingerprints all over this movie.
An 18-wheeler spins out of control, and it's all like, brush! And this huge tanker full of dynamite, craw, craw! Those aren't ideas, those are special effects. I don't understand the difference.
You ever been in a bathroom where someone smeared shit on the walls? Yep, that's Michael Bay. Yep, this is the cinematic equivalent of someone who smeared their shit everywhere. It made me violent, Paul. Yeah, it really did bring out the darkest, the worst angels of our nature, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Wahlberg should be injected with Ebola for making this fucking movie. He just cashed a check, man. It's Michael Bay you wanna kill. He's the one that keeps doing this shit. You know what I really wanna do? Listen, hear me out, Paul. We gotta fill the theaters of the next we gotta fucking new Transformers movie every fucking theater on opening night. Fill it with poisonous gas. Yeah. Be a national tragedy, but at least it would kill the series. No, it wouldn't be a national tragedy, because you know who's really at fault for this shit? These motherfuckers keep seeing these fucking movies. I guarantee you the collective IQ of America go up 20 points, dude. 20 fucking points. I don't think you can take the IQ of America up now. I think it's all down now. I don't think it's up. We gotta kill it. We kill the Transformers fans. Bring the collective of IQ of America up 10 points, up to 11, dude. I don't think so.
Oh, good. I'm glad she
I'm so glad that these characters are alright. Bumblebee! No, I think it's the people who made this movie. Dude, listen, I'm sorry to be this way. ISIS, you need to, if Michael Bay tries to make another one of these movies. Allahu Akbar! Yeah, like, if you want to attack the decadence of the West. No, I'm gonna go further than you, TJ. I'm converting to Islam right now. I'm officially in ISIS. You know what? They're right. The fucking West is wrong. Everything it turns out is shit. These people need to die. Everyone involved in it, I don't care if you just did the catering. You need to die. You need to die, caterer. Dude, I don't care if you gave a watercress sandwich to Mark Wahlberg on the set of this piece of shit. You deserve to die. Done. I don't care if you delivered a Chipotle burrito on a bike to the key grip of this film. You're done! In fact, we deserve to die for paying $3.99 a rent. You know what, dude? I'll go further. If you're a fucking cop that cut a parking ticket to the dude that brought the Chipotle burrito, you're done! You should have been known. You should have been known. I don't even know what that means. You should have. So there's that. Maybe what drives you insane is the fact that Michael Bay he doesn't know what a still shot is.
Oh yeah, we should shoot this Michael Bay style.
Yeah, let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
Alright, so guys, this movie is dog shit, and let me tell you why. This is basically what you get from Michael Bay. If there are more than a couple of stable shots in this film, I missed them.
I didn't see one.
Everything is shot like a dwarf with Parkinson's is holding like an old style handheld fucking Sony cam.
Even when it's just dialogue scenes, like the typical back and forth, even then, the camera's shaky.
It's not shaking, it's panning. Sometimes it's doing both.
It's panning, it's shaking, it's doing that shitty Michael Bay 360 shot.
You never get a break from it. I found myself...
It never stops moving.
I got sick. There was something... Maybe it was the copious amounts of booze I was pouring down my gullet, but I'd like to think that it was just because I didn't get a single moment of tranquility in this entire movie. It's almost like he just wants the adrenaline to be at 110%, even when he's shooting like a quiet conversation between father and daughter about whether or not they're going to the dance together. It's strange.
Michael Bay really does not believe in a stable shot. Everything's got to be moving at all times.
Yeah. I'm starting to get kind of ill watching it.
Tell the president this is not an attack.
Michael Bay, just stop the camera, please! Hold a stiff shot on somebody one time.
No. He refuses.
Floobity, floobity, floo! It's like having a fairy film your film. Like an actual mythical fairy is holding your thing, just flapping its wings around your film. Flippity, 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 flippity. I'm starting to get sick from watching it.
The product placement in this movie, everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, that's standard at this point, but oh my god, is it shoved in your face. I already mentioned the fact that I stopped drinking Red Bull solely because there was a product placement for Red Bull in this movie. I was like, nope, never using that product again.
Yep.
I was drinking almost a Red Bull a day, and I'm down to none. Don't want it. I'll drink Monster. I'll drink fucking the Starbucks double shots, whatever.
I'll drink paint thinner before I drink another fucking Red Bull. Fuck
After
you.
this horse shit.
Luckily, some of the other products I really don't have to worry about. I'm not exactly cracking open a dozen Bud Lights a day. Although this movie's cracking open about a dozen Bud Lights a minute.
At least 5 or 6 instances of Budweiser product placement in this movie.
You suck at robots, Dad.
Okay, how much did Budweiser fucking pay for all these? I've seen like 3 cans of fucking Budweiser in this movie so far.
You're probably gonna see a lot more.
I guarantee at some point is an Autobot gonna get thrown through a Budweiser billboard?
Dude, I hope an Autobot grabs a Budweiser truck at one point and takes a cool drink in the middle of battle. Yes, Budweiser.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Isn't it?
I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew it! It was gonna happen! I fucking knew it! I said a billboard, but that was close.
That was a Bud Light truck.
Look at them all.
Look at all that Bud Light travesty.
You better have insurance. What? A freaking spaceship. You could get insurance on a freaking spaceship. Good luck with that, buddy. Your car? Oh.
I knew he was gonna drink one, dude. I fucking knew he was gonna drink one, dude.
I mean, it couldn't be more fucking brazen.
Get your hands on, lace up your Nikes, grab your Wheaties and your Gatorade, we'll pick up a Big Mac on the way to the ballpark.
Just terrible. Fucking terrible. The Budweiser thing, just recurrent. You just see Budweiser logos all over the film. They might as well have just had one on fucking Optimus Prime's chest. It might as well be a big brought to you by Budweiser fucking logo on Optimus Prime.
Why not just make Optimus Prime? Make
Budweiser Prime.
Make him just a Budweiser truck.
Yeah.
Like, why are they putting flames on him anymore? Just put a big Budweiser logo on him, man. Somebody's got to pull the Budweiser around. Just ridiculous amount of scenes, by the way, where people walk away from injuries that should have left them seriously debilitated or dead, and they're just fine.
It's over.
That was me.
Hey! Here's the most damning example that totally made us freak out and lose our fucking minds. What? Did Mark Wahlberg just... Oh God, pause this shit! Did Mark Wahlberg just block a 25-ton robot with his feet? Does the gun make him Superman? A giant robot with an arm the size of a flathead V8 engine just went. He went. Yes, that happened. Whatever. I saw it happen. Whatever. Michael Bay physics, dude. Michael Bay physics. It's its own class in college. Okay. How does that make any sense? There would be so much power behind that fucking blow. It doesn't matter if you put up another object to block it, you're just gonna get
No,
dead.
you just gotta lock your elbows, TJ. You
Lock-
can block anything like that.
Even, yeah.
Yeah, no,
It would
Mark
be like-
Wahlberg would have been turned into a fucking pink mist.
Even the fucking equivalent of him just, like, at one point in the movie, Mark Wahlberg just lifts a pickup truck over his head and throws it.
Yeah.
It's that level of shitty physics. Like, no, a human being cannot do that, movie.
Yeah, what if he just like falls out of a plane and lands and keeps running? You know what I mean? Like if it's been posited that he's a superhuman before this, or that the gun makes him a superhuman, okay, whatever. But no, we're just supposed to believe that Mark Wahlberg can block a 20-ton fucking hammer.
Tink! Tinky Winky! Tinky Winky! Doesn't make fucking sense. So the physics in the movie are dog shit. The product placement is out of fucking control. And the whole movie is just a jarring fucking series of constant movement, constant shaking, constant just looking. You feel sick. You feel fucking seasick watching this piece of shit.
Yeah. I just wanted a break. The Michael Bay effect, in fact, made us take breaks, I think.
That's true.
We took...
Every movie we've ever watched before this.
Yeah.
Did we ever take a break during Suicide Squad?
One sitting.
Nope, one sitting. Did we ever take a break during Pokemon the first movie? Nope.
One sitting.
One sitting. This movie, we had to get up after 30 minutes and be like, okay, fuck this.
Let's go take a break.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. We're gonna go use the bathroom. We're gonna come back. And I thought maybe that'd be our only break, but I think we ended up taking 3 breaks.
Yeah, 3 nice long breaks to just catch our fucking breath, catch our fucking thoughts, because Michael Bay is relentless.
TJ, this is the worst thing we've watched. Easily. Dude, I would rather sit in front of a fucking screen and watch Pokemon the first movie 1,000,000 times. Watch this again 1,000,000 times, huh? I think you might feel differently if you actually had to watch that movie 1,000,000 times. I don't know. I'm gonna go crazy with this. And this thing's like this fucking runtime. It's like this fucking movie. It's like close to 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. There's no fucking reason for it. There is no it doesn't have a big epic grand story to tell. It's just a bunch of convoluted nonsense that is stretched painfully, agonizingly into a 2-hour and 45-minute fucking runtime that just breaks your fucking spirit.
I can't imagine.
I mean, look at us after 30 minutes of this shit. So when I was upstairs, I did a calculation. I realized we're 1/6 of the way through this movie. I'm not gonna make it, guys. I'm not gonna fucking make it. Oh, God. 1/6. Oh, God. 1/6. It should be half over by now. It's already, what the fuck is this? The booze isn't helping. Oh my God, Chelsea, 1/6, Chelsea.
We can do it together. Maybe. I don't know if I can not smoke.
Oh, you could smoke. Me and Paul are drinking. You could smoke.
I'm drinking too.
You could smoke, baby.
If I smoke, I'm gonna be passed.
I changed my mind. I need more drugs for this than I thought. I said I was just gonna drink, but I wanna smoke too. Fuck that. I can't do it. Yeah, baby. Look at us after every time that we pull up the fucking clock to see how much is left. It's just, you want to just kill yourself. Yeah. Because you can't believe it. There's a point where you just feel like, man, this movie's got to be wrapping up, and there's 45 minutes left, or there's 30 minutes left, and you're just like, holy shit. At one point, we looked at it and figured out that there were 2 fucking full hours of the film left. I was already doing this. All right, Michael Bay, let's bring this one home. 2 hours left! Please, Captain Morgan, take the pain away. 43 minutes. Shut up. There's still 2 hours left. There's 2 hours and 2 minutes left, Paul! You want Mr. Toad's wild fucking ride now, bitch! Why? This is the most... Why? Why did we do that? We're only 2 hours left! 2 fucking hours, Paul! That's longer than the entire run of Pokemon the first fucking movie! We're not even started yet! We barely fucking begun! No! No! TJ, how far do we have? Are we over halfway yet? 1 hour and a half? We're just about halfway. What more can we do? They're not even close to wrapping it up.
Enjoy that.
We're about halfway through. We're a little over halfway through. Is it? Yeah, I guess we've literally paused this every half hour. You know what? We have to digest this piece of shit. It's totally fucking necessary. Listen, man. I'll tell you what. I've literally not looked at the screen in like 5 minutes. I haven't even looked at the fucking movie in 5 minutes.
Looking at it, I just don't know.
I have been scared to look. Shit! You haven't missed shit!
It's just like metal clashing and dirty people running around.
Let's go upstairs for a minute. Yep. Bye, everybody. We've literally watched every other movie we've ever had to watch all the way through. This one, we've literally taken a break every 30 minutes for this one, because goddamn. God fucking damn. John Goodman, Ken Watanabe, you should be fucking ashamed. You need to send me your fucking paychecks for this fucking movie, because this is, you can't do this to me. You can't fucking do this to me. not gonna survive this. I'm not gonna make it. No! There's a half hour left! 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 Oh God, no! There's a half hour left! More than meets the eye. Incoherent fucking drivel. Incoherent. This movie is impossible to follow. And we tested this fucking theory. We thought maybe it was the alcohol. Yeah, maybe we just couldn't follow it. We were too drunk. Too fucked up. Smoked too much weed. Drank too much shit. Couldn't follow it. We had to watch this thing twice, though. See, we get to watch it once, and then we get to sit down and watch us watch it to edit out all the little clips you guys have seen. It still makes no sense. This movie, from start to finish, is completely nonsensical. Here's an example. Mark Wahlberg, right?
What? No!
Finds this truck. He thinks it's a junker he can fix up. He very quickly figures out it's Optimus Prime. Mark Wahlberg goes from a dude that fixes shitty robots and fucking CD players for a living to a dude that just has a fucking undying devotion to the fucking Autobots like that. As soon as he finds out it's an Autobot, he's immediately committed to fixing it. Sight unseen, no questions asked, I'm with you guys, and he's immediately swept up into this giant, perilous journey. He's not even around Optimus long enough to make a genuine connection with him. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever you want to say about the fucking first few Transformers movies, at least they had the fucking storytelling insight to give Sam Witwicky, fucking Shia LaBeouf's character, at least they had the brains to give him some sort of emotional connection to Bumblebee. Right. There was like, it almost was like his dog or his pet. You know, like, oh, but my Bumblebee, and they had time together, and Bumblebee protected him from threats and all this other stuff. In this movie, there's not a trace of that. It's just like, Mark Wahlberg finds Optimus Prime, he's loyal to Optimus Prime to death. Yep, just immediately. I'm willing to put my family in danger, I'm willing to put myself in danger, I'll do anything for fucking Optimus Prime. Why?
Good. Why are you willing to help me?
Guess maybe because you trust me to.
What? When you look at the motivations of characters in this movie, they don't make sense. When you look at the plot points of this movie, they don't make sense. There's so many things that if you blink, if you sneeze, if you lapse your attention for a moment, you've missed some important key plot point. And I know that they were aware of this problem with the film because that's why there's so many characters that exist solely to deliver big bombs of expository diarrhea to catch everyone up on what's going on. You remember that one with the bald Jew? Yep, where just inexplicably in the elevator he regurgitates the plot up to that point.
I'm sure this is really happening. A man, me, who's worth over $20 billion, is now being chased by CIA assassins. That's the truth. In the middle of a robot uprising, carrying what is in essence a tactical nuke. The great thing is, the great thing is that I'm barely feeling any jet lag.
What a weird thing to do, but you have to with this film. Otherwise, nobody knows what's going on anyway. The funny thing about it is, by the time you get to these patches of expository dialogue, you're already too lost to be caught up.
I'm barely feeling any jet lag.
Another thing that really bothered me about this movie, the Transformers are so nerfed in this movie. Remember in the first Transformers movie where our weapons were useless against them? Yeah. You could fucking shoot them, you could try to blow them up, you could shoot missiles at them, nothing worked. That's kind of the point. They're just these big, fucking tough, impervious aliens that we can't use conventional weapons against. Well, that's over. Because in this movie, they're made of fucking paper mache. There are people, I think there are times in this movie where people are firing handguns at Autobots. Shouldn't they know at this point that Autobots aren't going to be phased by a handgun? In the first Transformers movie, weren't these things, like, just totally immune to conventional weapons, and now all of a sudden they're running like bitches from humans? Yeah, people are, like, fucking firing machine guns at them. Now a little rocket launcher can take out the leg? Another thing that bothers me about this movie, and we kind of got into it a little bit with the John Goodman stuff, but it's just everyone in this movie seems to be a fucking mush mouth. Yeah, there's so many lines of dialogue that left us going, what? Huh? Huh? What did they say? What was that say? I agree. What is he saying? Bunch of Slimer peeps! Bunch of Slimer peeps. No, I'm good. Give me a Coke. Coke. Thank you, Paul Seagull. Yeah. Bunched up Slimer peeps. Bunched up Slimer peeps. Bunched up Slimer peeps. What? What are you fucking what? Like, maybe you guys will say, like, it's obvious what he's saying. He's saying, blah, blah, blah. But as far as I can tell, it's bunched up Slimer Pete. Yeah, let us know what he was saying. Let us know. I can't figure it out. If you got sharper ears than us old fogies, let us know what the fuck that robot was saying, because we have no fucking clue. But it was just constant throughout the movie.
That's Optimus Prime.
We touched on this one a little earlier, but let's get into it a little more in depth now. Yeah. One of the fucking cool things about Transformers, right? Is remember, these started off as toys. Right. And the cool thing about the toys is that there were two things. They were a truck, and then they were a robot. And you could transform them logically from one thing to the next. And that's one of the things that made them cool as toys. I think it's one of the things that makes them cool as a movie concept. But inexplicably in this movie, they come up with a way to make that uncool. Now, a lot of the evil Transformers no longer go They just turn into a bunch of fucking squares and morph into whatever they want. So the Transformers don't even have to transform in cool ways now. They just that was too cool. They can just turn into a bunch of fucking little. They just turn into pixels now. Cool. I hated that actual clever transformation. Yeah, man, the fact that they actually had to make sense and sensibly transform from one thing into another, that's too hard to do. Let's just turn them into a bunch of amorphous 1980s fucking looking pixels. Who won? Well, here's me at 45 minutes into the movie. Street, folks. Yeah. DJ, I don't think I can make it. I'm honestly thinking this is the one that I just can't. Because I can't. I don't care about anything in this movie. I don't care, guys. Paul,
some supplies. Let's try to use violence as our last resort.
What? Who's used violence as a last resort in this movie? He literally stabs things after he says it.
Well, if we look, then let's go.
What's that one's name? Who cares? Who cares that Tron is his fucking name?
Easy, let's use...
We can't beat one of these movies to save our fucking goddamn lives. I really thought this time that the alcohol was gonna dull the pain of this, but it almost sharpened it in a way. It just made it harder to follow what ultimately broke both of us, which is just the incomprehensibly convoluted plot of this stupid, brain-dead film. And just, I mean, like, it all kind of comes together. The super convoluted plot, the blink and you'll miss it relationship between all these fucking characters and all these factions with all these interests, the just jumble of bullshit. Like, every fucking action scene in this movie is just, ooh, look at the colors, look at the sound, oh, look, it's so loud, it's so fucking colorful, it's so bright, look at all the motion, 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 oh my god, oh, look at the explosion, oh, it's fucking, look at the shitty light, oh, fortune cookie, for 2 hours and 45 minutes, it just, the constant location changes, too. Now we're here. Now we're here. Look at this. What's going on here? What's this character doing? What's this character doing? Oh, my God. Look, it's like a movie directed and conceived of by a retarded ADHD kid on crack. And it's fucking shot by a fucking, what was your analogy earlier? A fucking dwarf with fucking Parkinson's syndrome? Yeah. It's just all shaky. Everything is just designed for maximum sensory overload all the time. Always going, always moving, always fast, always hyperkinetic. Never is there a moment of fucking just like, let's have a fucking nice little dramatic scene to break it up. No, it's just Transformers. Yeah, just 45 minutes of that shit broke my ass. I would say this movie knocked me out in the second or third round. I lasted a little longer than TJ, but as you can see in the clips here, I didn't do much better. No! John Good. No! I would say this movie not only beat us, it fucking took our asses to school. Yeah. We got taken behind the woodshed, and we got our fucking big fat neckbeard asses beat. This is easily the worst movie we've watched. Oh my god. Runs away with it. Fucking contest. Suicide Squad is a fucking masterpiece. Yes. Compared to this ass. I feel bad at being so harsh with Suicide Squad. I feel bad for every movie we've watched. Yeah. No, not Star Wars Holiday. Okay, let's be honest. Okay, yeah. Bad for. No, Star Wars Holiday Special is... Look, here's how it goes, though. On the shit scale, Transformers is damn near the top. Yeah. Damn near the top. Like a smidgen below that is Star Wars Holiday Special. Yeah. And then maybe a little bit down here is Suicide Squad, Pokemon the first movie, probably around here. Ghostbusters, probably like here. Yeah. We also did a God's Not Dead review that was just for my patrons that probably would be more up here. Yeah, somewhere around the God's Not Dead is there. Maybe not quite as bad as Star Wars Holiday Special, but it's a contender. None of those movies came close to this. None of them could touch None of them could even come close to touching this. It sucks! Oh, I can't do it!
So there's been no
To make money. If you guys don't buy this review, I'm gonna fucking kill myself, please. We did this for money. We did this for you, kinda, but we did it for your money. We did it for money. Please. It's not worth it. Why won't it stop? The thought of having to sit down and watch this movie again I would rather have ice picks driven through my balls. I'd rather have my fucking fingernails pulled out by the root and then fucking salt and alcohol just poured on the fucking nail beds. This one was the worst of the worst. There's a new contender for top dog shit in TJ and Paul versus. And if we watch something worse than this, fucking God help us, dude. God fucking help us. I don't believe in God, but I'm gonna be praying that there's not anything worse than this on our slate in the future. But knowing this shit, I'm sure there fucking is. So, Transformers 4 or Transformers Age of Extinction is now the top fucking contender. It's the one to beat. Can any movie possibly beat it? And if so, can we possibly beat that movie? That's it. Goodbye. We're broken men. I don't know what to tell you. Chelsea, I love you, baby. Please give me your hand.